We can we can jump into game.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
I have to fix one. Okay, well we can jump into game, and while I'm fixing one thing, you guys talk about what happened. Give me a little recap. Uh, yeah.
The final descent up the mountain. We open up as Hal and a Reek are badly bludgeoned by some monkeys. Theomore drags them away. He hides them. Um, and as they rest and they wake up, he spots eagles carrying the monkey corpses away or the ape corpses away. But can't do anything about it because he's alone and scared and hurt. And yeah, after they wake up, they heal up a bit. They reconvene about what they should do, and they decide to make a break for it because while they've been unconscious, Theomore has spotted what we think was a clear sign that the end of the journey is near. And so we start heading up the mountain again. We run into a very high stress situation with a rope bridge and an eagle flying towards us. And yeah, we very nearly have two people fall off and die.
Hmm.
Good times.
Good times.
But we kill an eagle. Hal is knocked out again. Um, and we make it all the way up the mountain to find a sort of abandoned shrine that looks weird and has strange markings on it. And we think that the eternal flame that we've been here to gather might be here somewhere. And yeah, we pour some oil into it. We light the oil on fire, and all of a sudden we hear a roar from a mountain far away, and a dragon flies out of it.
Eventually, yeah.
And we might have royally fucked something up. The eternal
Hmm.
flame might be the title of that dragon. So we'll see what we do now.
Okay. Sounds yeah. Sounds good. So I guess we're picking right off at you guys on the top. I mean, maybe I'll just put you on the map there. Which one is it? It's this
Hmm.
one. So we have our players on this map, um, but I mean, otherwise, I'm putting you in your spot just because it's convenient there. Is there? Are you guys heading back down, or you? There's a
Um,
moment of brief light panic where you see a dragon go off in the cliff, but he's not, or she is not flying towards you.
are you at full HP?
I am, yes.
Okay, so am I. Um, the only issue that I can see getting down right now would be the bridge that collapsed.
Mm.
Um, so we're gonna have to figure out how to get across that, but I guess we can cross that when we come to it. I'm good with going down right now.
Cross
I
that
don't
bridge when we
think
get
we
there.
exactly. Um, I don't think we can do anything up here. I can't think of anything left up here to do, so we can start heading back down. What time of day is it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It's fairly early morning, right? So like midday.
It's probably closer to midday. It was still like a few hours hike after the Rams, but
Oh, oh yeah, the Rams.
yeah, you still have that to do to complete.
Okay. So if you're good with heading back down, I want to take a look inside that wizard lair.
Oh, yes. That is definitely something we need to do. Also, one eagle died, the other one fled, right? That means that they have a hole there that is undisturbed right now.
That's true. Um, we're gonna have to check that out. I think it's
On the way down, yeah.
okay. Then we pack up camp and we start heading down.
And we need to kill a ram on the way down as well.
It's just a ram. We could probably hand wave that We don't need to play
Yeah.
that combat out, right?
I can stand
Just
far away.
just
I'll lift
Look,
one up.
all I'm
It'll
gonna
splat
say
down.
is that all fights could be deadly.
okay.
Yeah, see, but okay, these are harmless, or these are non-attacking creatures. If I levitate one and drop one from a high height, they're not gonna like, they don't know it was me. They're not smart. They're not gonna come charging.
Do we want to collect the ram now, or do we want to collect the ram once we figure out what is going on with the flame?
Oh
Hmm,
yeah, you guys do have that flame lit in like a lantern right now, so.
Okay,
it's true.
Do you
we're gonna
how
keep
much
that.
oil do you have?
I think I have a flask of it still.
And what? What did we decide on in our other campaign? Isn't it like a flask for 3 hours or something like that?
No way it's that little.
Because
Ooh, let's check the economics cheat sheet.
Because it was like 1 pint was like what 3 or 4 flasks or something, like 4 flasks. So 1 pint would be like 12 hours, but 1 flask would be like 3 hours.
Mm, yeah, one flask of oil, ooh, 3 hour burn time, it says here.
Well, luckily, one, well, one, if you guys want, or you guys can try to keep this thing going by other means besides a lantern if your lantern oil runs out. On the plus side, uh, going down a mountain is always significantly faster than going up a mountain. Well,
Mm.
save some dangerous climbs, but aside from that, yeah, just going downhill. I don't know how much you guys have hiked, but going downhill is always like twice or 3 times faster, like literally 3 times faster than going up.
Hmm. You're right about that. Maybe we should head down then. We need to keep this fire alive.
Okay. We will start heading down. We'll try to sneak past the rams then, as
Yeah, they
best we
were
can.
non-threatening last time. I'm sure they'll still be non-threatening.
Yeah, give them a wide berth and they'll be fine. Um,
Yeah,
and
you guys can.
we'll the the eagle's nest would be before we get to the bridge, right? The gap.
We've seen
It's
it, the
technically
eagle's nest.
before, yes, but it's not like along the path. It's on the side of
Yeah.
a cliff. So you'd have to
Sure.
climb down the sides of the cliffs.
Um.
We
Okay.
can magically levitate ourselves.
Yeah, you could. You could try. I did remember drawing the crosswinds, so you'd be at the mercy of that, or just at the winds. Well, okay, I drew it, but I don't think it's up there. But yeah, you could.
At any rate, we're heading down. Could it be the case that we would? Hmm. Would it be the case that we could be directly below it? Like, what's the easiest way to get to the nest?
Um, for you guys, the easiest
Hmm?
way. Well, I mean, the question would be, is it easier to climb up a cliff or is it easier to climb down a cliff? Usually it's climbing up.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the case for us too. Right?
Okay. Is there a place that we can get on the way down? Can we, keeping an eye out on the side of the cliff that, or the side of the mountain that has the nest, can we get in sight of the nest at all?
I'm just trying to remember what I said last time. You. Well, okay, so are you guys going past the Rams at this point? The Rams are first.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna sneak past the rams.
Yeah, I mean, that should be easy enough to do. You can probably see them off in a distance. I mean, they probably move around a little bit in this mountain range. But yeah, they're eating grass, doing their thing. You guys can walk past them, and I guess get to the cliff side, and so it would be off screen, but this direction.
Okay.
Not an easy way to access them. I mean, they're built there for a reason, and
Uh-huh.
I would say, I mean, save some magical means. You would need some like climbing equipment to do this. Um, and especially not being rogues, either of you two, there'd be even harsher penalties. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So we would have to climb like up over, let's say, this
You
crevice here.
Okay, so see this, see like this thing right here, like you see how it's
Yeah.
gonna
Yes.
drop. That's the type of like kind of terrain that you're dealing with. So it's not like there's a path there. It's not like you're just going at the mercy of whatever the cliffside is.
Mm.
So you kind of have to be an expert climber, or have some magical means. So if you wanted to levitate yourselves, that would be maybe possible. But again, you kind of be at the mercy of the wind there.
Well, we'd hold on to the cliff, and then we can just pull ourselves forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How? So we can see it when standing here. Like,
Um. No,
or do we know it's like far away?
you were able to see it when you were off when you weren't on the cliff. It was when Hal did that one look, I think. When
Yeah.
he was
I
somewhere else.
when I was levitated.
Ah, yes. When you were levitated, you were able to see the birds like nesting on the side. So it's not like immediately here.
Okay. So, from my memory, when I was originally levitated, how high off the, let's say, the valley floor was the eagle nest on the cliff? Was it like 100 feet? Was it 500 feet? Just in a rough estimation.
Mm, yeah, I always hate doing this. Okay, wait. Let me just put it
Oh, you
into
can do meter
Yeah, let me put it into meters
meters
first,
if.
and then I'll
Yeah, that's
multiply
fine.
it by 3. Probably closer to like 250 meters. So multiply
Okay.
750 feet.
How many
Ish.
feet can you levitate uh somebody over
60
per round per minute?
per minute, and it goes for 30 minutes. So it'd be a little tight, but I think you could make it all the way up. I think you can make it all the way up in like 14 minutes and then just levitate all the way down. But it would be. And again, I could also just cast another spell on someone as I was falling down.
Okay. Um yeah, let's try to make our way. Do you want to so once we get off the cliff face here, do you want to work our way into the woods right below where the eagle nest is at and then levitate ourselves up?
Hmm. It might be easier, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's work our way down then. I guess we're gonna have to deal with this stupid bridge. Okay. How do you want to?
Um,
Someone put a lot of effort into making that bridge. Okay.
yeah, and
Uh,
that someone absolutely did a shitty job because it kept breaking.
Hey, it was a long time ago. Okay. It was good when they did it. It needs.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We also have an eagle corpse we need to transport.
Yeah.
I have no idea how we're gonna get this eagle corpse across the gap here. Unless we tumble it off the cliff and go to pick it up at the bottom.
Mm.
Your card's also
How heavy is it?
How
Yeah.
heavy is the?
It's a
Excuse me.
bird, right? So it probably wouldn't be that heavy.
Yeah, it's
Bless you.
not that heavy. It's no rock, that's for sure. Let's see if it
Sure.
says it
Thank
is.
God.
Let me see. Eagle, I think, is under bird.
Yes.
Giant. Don't think it's gonna say it.
That would be very convenient, but I doubt it.
Yeah, it's not saying here. So I guess I just have to make up something. Oh, let me just check rock, and I might just take like a.
I saw somewhere that it's estimated that Quetzalcoatlus, the big pterodactyl thing, weighed like a black bear, like 350 pounds.
Yeah, it might be
So
something along those lines.
Surely it would be a lot less than 350 pounds now.
Uh,
It's not a mythical bird, it's just a big bird.
maybe closer to like 200 or something.
yeah, it's still gonna be
Maybe
kind of heavy because it needs to pick up something that's heavy. Uh,
uh,
so it would need the strength, like the actual muscles, to flap its wings hard enough. Um, yeah, I would say I'm not seeing a way here.
just give me a more or less than 300 pounds.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do like a 250-pound
Yes.
bird here.
Too easy. Um, alright. I can ferry us across this gap in 2 days. Like one today, one tomorrow, or we'll have to figure out some alternate route.
Can we just can you guys just throw me that D20 just for fun?
Yeah, absolutely, I'll do it.
You don't know what this is for. This is I just want this. Perfect.
And that's perfect.
Okay. Yeah, can you okay, so what's the plan here? So you're going to drag this thing, are you going to levitate this thing across the bridge? How many levitates do you have right now?
2.
You have two? Okay.
Which is why I'm thinking, I'm looking at this bridge, right? Is it just, have we completely fucked it up now?
You fucked up a lot of it. Let's see. You fucked up at least a third of it. Um, which makes it more or less untraversable.
And I look, now that we have, like, time to ponder around, I know that, like, at least on the image, this side is just, like, super easily jumpable. I
Um,
assume it might not be the
no.
same here.
It was the other way. So this part is like gone, and like this part's like gone. But
No, 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 I literally mean, like, on the map. The actual map.
oh, no, it's not. That's not to scale. This
It's,
this
sure.
is like times 10. It's like 60 feet.
Yeah, okay, so it's 60 feet everywhere. It's never
Yeah,
smaller than
this
60 feet.
chasm is about 60 feet. Maybe at points it's 50 feet, and at points it's more like 80 feet. But yeah, it's about a 60 feet. That's why the bridge is there. It's if it was only 5 feet at one point, it wouldn't matter.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm.
These are sort of this is more or less like separating two parts of the mountain, but this river does go up into a higher peak. So I guess if you went along the river, although again, it's kind of like it becomes kind of cliff here, but this river does go into a mountain.
Yeah.
But this part would be cliff.
Do we have any other option than levitating two of us first and then levitating the others to? What are we
Well,
thinking?
so you have
No, I was
ropes here.
asking how. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Well, the only thing that I can think of would be to tie 2 ropes together, make a 100-foot rope.
Hmm.
Uh, give one to the levitated person, send them across the chasm, and secure it on the other side.
Yeah.
Uh, and then that way we have sort of a guideline that somebody can hold on to while they cross. Uh, and in case the rope bridge breaks again, they have something to hold on to. That's what I've been thinking about. Does that sound like a workable plan, or do you have another idea in mind?
We could. You're the strongest among us. We
Yeah,
take
I am.
you. We levitate you to the other side with 100 feet of rope, and we leave the other 50. Like we leave it part of it on our side. We can tie ourselves to it, and then when we cross, we'll just have to have you brace for our eventual fall or potential fall.
Okay. Uh, I start looking around for a place on this side of the chasm on our side to secure the rope. Does anywhere other than the little pillars? You said that the like the posts that were used to secure the rope bridge aren't very secure. Is there any place else I see like a rock sticking out that I could tie this rope to?
Mm, a secure. Not really. If you had the proper climbing equipment, 100%, easily.
Uh-huh.
But just with what you have, no. Like with just a rope, no. Like you would need something to like stab it like into like a rock or into a hold. Um, yeah. But I think
Okay.
with what you have, no, there's nothing here that's there's no trees on. I mean, there's gonna be some shrubbery, and if you want to rely on like shrubs, like and how they're dug into like the mountains, to be, if you want to trust those
No,
guys,
please.
then you can.
Maybe, and on the other side, does there look to be any rocks that we could,
Similar vegetation. I mean, you give me like a D100 low is good sort of thing to
Okay.
do you want to roll this?
roll
Yeah.
for Boulder Boulder that just happens to be in a convenient place. It's pretty
Ooh.
low, but it's still I don't think low enough for something that's
So
good.
talk to me about these cliff faces behind us here. So this edge.
Yeah,
Now it
so
looks kind of like they're eroding. Is there any chance that I can dislodge a large rock from the cliff face?
um these boulders aren't exactly they're kind of just abstract, let's just call it. The map's a little bit
Okay.
abstract. These are not quite boulders, but this is just like a mountain side. There will be, some like small rocks here and there, but otherwise, no, like not many boulders in this area.
Okay, and
Okay,
nothing
which
I can
way?
dislodge. Sorry.
I hear
Um,
you.
what do you mean by dislodge? Like,
Like most like mountain faces, cliff faces that I've seen aren't like uniform solid rock. There's different bits of broken off rock and like in various states of erosion. I'm wondering if there's like a rock that I can pry out and like sort of like tuck the rope under, or secure the rope to up there, just in the rough edges of the cliff face behind us.
hmm. Again, like I'm just gonna say the same thing as probably last time, where it's if you don't
Okay.
have like the proper climbing equipment,
Hmm.
it's gonna be pretty difficult. Let's see. I wanted to. So like this. Okay, this is a decent picture. This is the type of rock and like mountain that you're dealing with here. Let me just post it in the Discord chat. So I'm more like talking about the wall right there, not necessarily the ground part where the water is, but.
Okay.
So this is like, and yeah, maybe there's more broken off parts of the rock like on the floor of the mountain, like kind of like that's here, but not necessarily like on the top. There are some like cracks in the rock, but they're so far that like they're you can't like wrap a rope around it because it just goes like straight through the mountain. These like small.
Oh,
cracks.
there are cracks.
But
What
the
if I
cracks are
take?
like this big, like so you would need like a
Okay.
climbing. They're like if
Okay.
you see in this
I can't
picture.
fit a rope in. Just like I can't fit the width of a rope into one of these cracks.
Well, this is where like what is it, a piton?
A pit.
Yeah.
I think that's if I think I'm using the right, if I'm talking about the right thing here.
Yeah.
It might be crampon. I don't know climbing equipment stuff, but
No,
this is
crampon
where
is what you have
this
on your
thing would
feet.
become important. So you don't want to just throw a rope in there. You want to throw something in there that can get stuck in there.
What my idea would be to find a crevice that is wide enough to fit a rope and a rock, and then put the rope in there, and then hammer the rock in. Although that would probably require some equipment as well to do. Okay.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Daniel?
I'm just gonna like say in general, if you don't have any gear for the situation, it's probably we can like maybe roll for something, but I might just want to roll it, secretly, and because then you guys are kind of like there's some hubris to this.
Okay.
I don't want
I'm
you guys to
thinking
know
right
that you're
now.
a good roller or not for your
Mm,
this silly idea of let's try to use just a rope to. But I'm welcome to your
sure.
ideas. I'm just
Sure. Okay, so what if we do it like this then? I levitate you and the corpse over. Okay. Um, you can you throw rope 60 feet across the bridge?
I have 16 strength. What rules govern like throwing? I
I would
imagine I
say strength,
could.
but yeah.
Strength. Would it just be a flat strength check, or is there like a more specific
Um.
thing involved?
I feel like if you have infinite time, if it's physically possible to do it, then you should be able to.
Well,
Like I've thrown lifelines,
it's
and I
more like
think
what's the maximum someone can throw.
exactly.
Yeah, and that doesn't
I feel like it.
really change much. Like, I mean, you need to warm up, of course, but after warming up, as long as you don't throw out your
Yeah,
arm, you can generally throw your max range without needing like a roll. We just need to figure out what the strength is.
yeah. It's 60 feet, 20 meters. Oh, yeah. No, wait. That should be no problem when I'm thinking about
Yeah.
it. I've thrown lifelines 60 feet before, and I do not have 16 strength.
Yeah, no, 60. Is there? I mean, it might just be in the. Let me just check the. I'm just. Oh my goodness. I'm dying here.
While we're looking that up, what I was thinking is that we levitate you and the eagle corpse over. And like if you're moving together with the eagle corpse, that shouldn't be a problem. Once you are on the other side, you tie a rope to yourself and maybe tie it together with the eagle or something like that, and then the two of us try to traverse it. If we are to fall, the combined weight of you and the eagle would stop us.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. I would probably want to secure the rope to the eagle, and then to
And then to
probably
you.
pull after. I'd probably
Yeah,
not want to have it secured to me, but just hold on to it.
sure.
And then um, the, I do you think you would want to risk crossing on the bridge to do that, or do you want
Yeah.
to? Okay, all
It
right.
feels kind of foolproof, not entirely, but like
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, I think it depends on a few things. Um, it definitely depends on what you're throwing. So, because it's a lot harder to like throw a rope than it is to throw like a baseball. So if we're just
Mhm.
talking, so what are you trying to throw here?
We're trying to throw the rope. Oh, actually, we don't even have to throw it. You guys can just hold on to one end while I hold on to the other, and then
yes, but after one person has crossed, we need to throw it back so the other person can cross as well.
yeah, because we can't secure it to that side. Um,
No, we don't want to secure both people at the same time. But so what you would want to have is the rope and then like something heavy attached to the part that you're casting to get the swing up.
Let me take a look at my equipment.
And then the
Um,
momentum of that would carry it across. Like a stone or tying it to like preferably something round, but
oh, I have a spear. If I tie it to my spear, um,
it's actually pretty good. That's a good thing to throw.
the spear is pretty light, but it should carry the rope across the bridge. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So what I do is I take a spear out of my bag, or
Also,
yes,
wait, you
take
have
the
a
rope out
bow.
of my. I do have a bow. I think the weight of the rope would be too heavy for an arrow. Because it would be like thick rope, is what I'm imagining, and not like silk rope or anything like
Yes,
that.
it's rope that's just barely enough for one person. So I was thinking like normal climbing rope, which is
Um,
like,
Also, if you don't have a good way to attach the rope, it generally also just doesn't work because you need to put the arrow, like you need to fire it from the end, right? And if it's like thick rope, it's just gonna mess with like its aerodynamics.
yeah, sure, sure.
And
It
also,
depends
it's
on the
gonna
thickness
mess
of
with
the
like the
rope, but
pull as well because like the moment you fire, it's just gonna go like, it's gonna snap a bit from the weight and the awkwardness of the whole thing.
sure. But then a spear then. You can throw a spear 60 feet.
yeah, I'm sure I can with 16 strength. Okay. Um, then that's blend. And now, when it comes to casting, I don't remember how we ruled on this. When it comes to casting, uh, what is it? Levitate. I'll ask you
Hmm.
in character. So how am I going to get across this bridge here with levitate? Doesn't it just go straight up and down?
It does, but there are still ropes connected to both sides. You just have to pull yourself along
Ah,
together with
okay.
the eagle.
Ha!
This is true.
Of course. What
You
was I thinking?
bridge is still intact,
Yes. Okay.
somewhat.
Well, let's get to it. Yeah, I tie the spear to the rope. I guess I can do that on the other side. I just
Yeah.
start getting ready. I say, "All right, Theomore, hit me."
I cast levitate on both him and the eagle corpse, and using my magical powers, I lift them up off
Is
the
this
ground.
one casting or two separate castings?
Because
Okay.
I can only
Uh,
affect one creature.
And it only has a casting of one, right?
Yeah,
Or sorry, for
I'm
one
pretty
creature or
sure.
object. Yep,
Yeah,
you're good. Sometimes it's one
okay.
per level, so I was just double checking.
this is true. Yeah.
I was just double checking.
This is a hilarious image. Me dragging a floating, weightless giant eagle corpse across a bridge while holding on to the with one hand to the
That
other.
being, yeah,
So I start dragging this thing. I guess I'm just one-handing it on the rope bridge, one-handing the eagle wing, and I make my way across the bridge to the other side. Um, can you put me down, I guess? Can you lower me so I can
yeah.
exert force against the ground?
Once you're on the other side, I lower the both of you, and would probably tell you, like, shout across to wait for like 30 minutes. Like, we can set up everything so that we're good to go in 30 minutes, but we'd want the levitation to run out.
Okay, perfect. I would also have left one end of the rope
Yeah.
on that side already, so I don't have to throw it across the first time. While we wait, I want to do somersaults in midair. Um, and can I
How
do
would
that?
you? Because if you push off of the ground, you wouldn't fall back down.
Uh-huh.
Actually,
Well,
maybe
you
because
can
you're
control
not
the
tech.
upwards and downwards, so even if he does start to float up, you can just levitate him downwards, right?
I'll let him have his fun.
Okay.
I
I'll
look
I'll ask.
on and I cringe a little bit, but and
Uh,
I tell him to secure the rope.
I ignore it for the first like 20 minutes. I'm gonna be messing around. I ask Lily,
Ugh.
uh, is uh,
Is she here right now? I think so. Yeah.
I ask Lily if she's here.
Yeah, she's here.
Okay. Lily, do you like to play any games?
Yeah, of course. What do you want to
Uh,
play?
I don't know. What's your favorite game?
Hmm. Um. What is her favorite game? Oh, she is not sure. Hmm. Sometimes I just we just like to bother wasps sometimes. We just go around and me and my friends
Okay.
might make a dare on, who can get close to the hornet's nest without getting stung.
You know, that's really funny. You know who is actually like a big wasp, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
but a little bit nicer, I think. The person, the wasps sting, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have a sharp, thin needle-like weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Who else among us has a sharp, thin weapon like that? But for the big folks.
Hmm. Well, both of them have it.
And who shoots needles, magical needles?
Well, if you look at that guy, if you've ever seen him fight, and I point to Theomore across the across the chasm, you know, he's kind of like a wasp, both in temperament and his fighting style. If you're ever bored, you know, it might be entertaining to uh, do the same that you do with wasps, just with him. What exactly do you? As long as you don't hurt the wasps.
Wait, but are you playing too? Are you gonna do that?
Well, I mean, if you include me in it, I might just be a
Or
spectator if
you
you
poke
want.
the hornet all the time?
Okay.
Uh, it could be a competition between us. Who could maybe upset the hornet the most?
I don't want to upset Theomore over there.
Okay, okay. Well, maybe just a uh, lighthearted. I don't know, uh, teasing like you do with some of the wasps.
mm. He always keeps these like dangling pieces of leather in his pocket. Do you want me to take those from him?
As long as you can.
You motherfucker.
Maybe if you can keep them secure and not lose them, do you think you can do that?
mm, I could probably do that. Yeah.
Okay, but he needs all of or he needs them in emergencies, so you can't take all of them at once. You just have to have them slowly start disappearing, but leave at least two
How many strips do you have?
I think I have 8 left.
Okay. Yeah, we can
if you
play a
choose to
game.
do that.
Whoever
Okay.
can take the most wins.
Okay.
But you can only take one at a time.
Only one at a time. Sounds good. And we have to not lose them because they are actually quite valuable
Mm-hmm.
and useful. Okay.
Okay.
As long as you have a place to put them, that sounds like a plan. Can you do this? And I do a triple somersault forward.
Oh yeah, she can do. I mean, she can fly, so she can.
She can fly, right?
Yeah.
She has like the highest like flying maneuverability.
Maneuverability.
So
Yeah.
maybe outside of like a hummingbird, a hummingbird would like have her beat because she doesn't have like the straight up and down like hummingbirds do. But otherwise she has really high maneuverability, so she can also.
Okay.
She outflips you big time.
Yeah.
I compete with her in trying to match
She
her
can fly around.
acrobatics, aerial acrobatics,
Yep.
for the remainder of the time.
All right.
And
30
she'll
minutes
be in
later.
her visibility form for this. And you guys can watch. Eric is kind of watching all of this happen. He's actually less surprised over time since he's seen you use levitate a few times, but now he's seeing it being used for good, like for non-combat purposes. I believe for non-killing animals, and so he's kind of
Like
taking
the
it
spell
all
was meant
in.
to be used.
Well, he's just taking it all in. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure, for sure. All right.
and how are you? So, how are you getting you two across, Eric
So,
and Theomore?
plan is like this.
And also
The rope.
remember, this nest of the giant eagle is on the other side. It's this way.
Yeah. We'll figure that out later.
Okay.
I think
Yep, sounds good.
because we're still gonna have to go up and get goats eventually. Situation is like this, right? Currently, I think Eric will go first. Eric is tied to a rope that, on the other hand, is tied to the eagle, and how? Yeah,
Okay.
and they're gonna be a little bit away from the edge, so that when he is trying to traverse this treacherous thing, he most likely will fall. And when that happens, they'll act as counterweight. And because they are like a lot heavier than he is, um, they'll be able to catch him without any problem. Worst case scenario, he bangs into the side of the wall and he hurts himself a little bit, but he can climb up, and they can drag him up with the 16 strength.
Yeah. Where's my Eric thing?
Yeah, thinking he can go. He can go first. I think
Yeah.
I'm more
So
dexterous than him.
yeah, he will try to climb, but to come across, he's having difficulty on this stretch.
Wait, I just want to describe the setup that I have for the ropes and how they're secured on my end. So I have them tied around. This is a 100-foot rope. It's two ropes tied together. I have one at the end tied to the eagle, and then I'm holding on. So in case,
Is this after you guys are done, like after the levitation wears off?
yeah, we waited 30 minutes for it to wear off, and
Okay.
so now we're both securely on the ground. We're holding on to the other end of the rope, or I'm holding on to it, and the eagle's tied to it as well. So we have both my weight and the eagle's weight
Okay.
securing it.
Yeah, and they're a little bit away from the edge, so that,
Yes,
like, obviously they'll go forward a little bit, but then friction will take care of it.
we're gonna be back here with the eagle corpse.
In theory, you could take the cart and bring it over.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have the cart over there.
Yeah,
It's right at the bottom.
we probably would have remembered that.
Yeah.
Maybe not. But I mean, now I kind of just brought it up, but
You did. Okay, well, I'll bring the cart over, and then I'll secure everything to
adding
the
some
cart as
extra
well.
weight. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he's trying to cross. Again, having difficulty with this 30-foot section that was like ripped up.
Yeah. I'm thinking he'll have to like try to muscle his way on the rope.
That's true. Yeah, he should do he should do a strength check for this. Ooh, also very bad. Um, yeah, he's having like a hard time carrying his weight. He gets like stuck halfway through.
Yeah.
I guess like, so he's hanging from the rope bridge, and he's like not really able to pull himself further. And he's like, my hands um are slipping. So you're probably gonna need to like brace for him so that he. Wow. What are you guys doing? Let's.
You could pull on the rope a little bit and like slowly reel it in if possible. That's one option. The other option is for him to just like rest there for a bit to gather his strength again.
Um.
Is the rope bridge like? Does it have two ropes, one above and one below? That's what I'm picturing. Or does it just have one across?
I mean, it
Like,
has to have one above, one below, because otherwise, where would the planks be connected to?
right. Yeah. So, does it have like? I'm picturing like a.
Yeah.
Or
I
if I
mean,
can
they're
draw
like
like a.
hammered in a little bit, but yeah, there it's. It has two.
Okay. Um. Is he like? Does he have his hands on the handrail part of it, and his feet on the
Of course.
rope attached to the planks?
Actually, no. He would have slipped, and he's hanging on to the bottom sides.
Okay. Um.
I also did his dex check, and he rolled really badly on that as well.
Okay. Well, I stand there staring at him uh, without trying to think of what to do, and coming up with nothing. Hold on, Erik. Hold on. Don't let go.
I'm trying.
Pull yourself up.
He's trying, but he can't.
Uh, Theomore, any ideas?
You're gonna have to
Worst
brace
case
for him.
scenario, yeah, or you can start reeling him in, maybe
Yeah. So,
pull on the rope.
you guys can get past this with a strength check from Hal. But otherwise, he might just start falling.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, he's connected to a rope, so he'll be fine. Worst case scenario, he bangs in the wall and takes some damage that way, but like,
I brace for him to fall, and I say, I imagine it's wrapped around his waist. So I want him, I also yell for him to grab onto the rope as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I start trying to pull him in.
Yeah, give me that strength check.
Uh, with the heart and everything, do I get a addition +4 maybe?
Um. Well, not for the strength check. That's just like your anchor. Like it's not like an
Uh-huh.
anchor makes you pull harder. It just keeps you grounded better.
Okay.
So,
Good point. Okay. All right.
yeah,
Hell
you
yeah.
are able to reel him in, and honestly, with the nat 20, we can kind of even hand wave Theomore's because Eric's probably going to be a bit heavier than Theomore anyways. So, yeah, you're stabilized. You have good footing. Lily's helping, pulling a little bit, adding negligible amount of power, and you guys can be.
2 strength.
It's not even. It's probably not even a 2 strength. Let's be honest.
Oh my
It's
God.
a fraction of a strength. If we're well, maybe not a fraction. It's probably close to 2 actually.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Thank God.
And you guys can get to the other side with your eagle.
Yeah, what probably would have happened is we would have put the eagle on the cart and then secured the thing to the cart, like while it was weightless. Otherwise, we'll just have to do it afterwards. Yeah, and we turn the cart around and we start going down.
Here's your card.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, and you guys can go down the mountain after,
Yeah,
an hour of work, more or less.
sure.
Okay. All you need to do to get stuff done is roll a nat 20. That's
So
it.
easy, yeah.
So easy. So you guys head down the mountain. So you're skipping over the ram thing and the rest, or?
Yeah, we passed the Rams. We're gonna come back for them later after we figure out what's going on with the fire. Now, Theomore, do you want to see if we can get to that nest? Since the other eagle fucked off, uh, we
Mm.
could camp at the base of the mountain, below the nest, and then in the morning, maybe levitate ourselves up.
This would be possible. It would mean having to camp, but we can do that. I don't see why not.
Okay. If you think it would be worth exploring the nest, I don't know if
I
there'd
do.
be anything in there, but I think it's worth checking out too.
Anything. Giant
Uh-huh.
eagle feathers must be powerful, magical, or at least valuable.
Okay. Uh,
Maybe they left an egg
we
behind.
yeah, we work our way. I guess start working our way through the underbrush or through the terrain off the road,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, below the mountain.
Perfect. Yeah, and you guys don't have too much of an issue. Plus, you also have a ranger on your side, who, while he doesn't know these mountains, his brain is better like formed to he has much better spatial awareness and spatial memory than the two of you.
Mhm.
This is where
Sure.
he shines, and he can much more easily remember the path and remember the direction. Also, he's familiar with these things, and he can
Hmm.
help.
Yeah.
Eureka can help guide you down. He can guide you through the areas we've been through. And you guys probably towards the end of the no, not even, it wouldn't even take that long, honestly, especially going downhill. You before the day's over, we can get to the frog area, where the cave is.
Oh wait. So the would the frog area be on the way to below where the eagle nest is?
Yeah, it's like all one path. I mean, the river, it's the same
Oh,
river.
cool. Okay, so wait, if we like levitate, if we camp somewhere along the frog in the vicinity of the cave and then levitate ourselves up, would the eagle nest be above us?
Like, if you went back up, like, okay, that river is the same river that's here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But obviously you just needed to make not obviously, but and the same river. It's the same river that is in where's the other
Yeah.
one?
No, we're aware of that.
Yeah. So this is
That
all
wasn't
the same river.
Yeah.
So you're
sure.
going along the river, and
Wait.
Yes.
So what I was thinking is I'll draw a little picture for us. So I'll say this is the cliff that we were just up on. That uh, let's say this is where the gorillas were, or around the area that the gorillas were. This is the Eagle Cave up higher, like in the midpoint of the cliff. We want to be like camping right below it, so in the morning we can levitate ourselves up and go over to the Eagle Nest. Does that make sense? Is that something that we can like camp right
yeah,
below the Eagle Nest area?
you probably could, yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
That's
So yeah,
what we want to do.
we work our way over a long sort of parallel with the base of the mountain, away from where we were walking previously. So not just going all the way down.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So once we're but we keep an eye on the eagle nest. Once we're beneath that, I think we break for camp to wait for more levitates to be available.
Okay. Yeah, you can make your way down, and you guys can take your rest.
Perfect. We make sure that the fire is always lit. We move the fire from the lantern into a campfire. Like we use it to start
Yeah, right.
a small little fire to then start the campfire.
Yep.
Olympic torch style.
Yeah.
Um, I also want to remind you that today is the first of Forley, so this is all taking place then.
Yay!
All right. So I guess we can start heading towards the end of the night. Yeah. Can you give me? You guys can set up camp. And can you give me a d20? Maybe each of you. Whoever, one for each of your watches. So I guess who's going first?
I'd probably go first. No, I would go last. I'm realizing because you could still be in your armor. And you wouldn't have to like put it on. So you roll a 9, and I roll a 7.
Yeah, let's go through Hal's first. Hal, it is nighttime. You are looking over this body, looking at the fire tent behind you. Our boy Theomore is fast asleep, getting his good night beauty rest, wizard rest.
Yep.
And
Night wizard rest.
And in the night, you hear very similar roar in the night. Let me actually bring us to the local map for a moment.
It's a black bear. It's the same black bear.
No. You hear a roar in the distance, like miles, tens of miles away.
Do I get a sense of the direction that the roar is coming from?
Honestly, with the mountain range, no, because it kind of echoes. You're not at like hard to tell.
But we do know it's not coming from like above, like up on top of the mountain.
Right, it's not coming from directly, like it's not coming from that close. This is much farther away.
Okay.
You hear roars, or a roar, but followed similarly up with another roar that sounds like a slightly different creature.
Okay. Does it sound like the dragon roar that we heard when we lit the fire?
Yes. These are the first one sounded like that, and then the second one sounded very similarly, but slightly different in pitch. Like slightly different. And you hear that off somewhere. You hear that in the night. It's very faint because it's pretty far away. But it echoes throughout the valley. This is technically also, I mean, you guys can't really tell. I mean, you could tell when you were at the very top, but this whole area right here is a valley. So this is like all a valley. So it's, this part like here is going to be more highly elevated than like this area. So there's a lot of echoing going on in the valley here. Anyways, that's all you hear in the night. Some deep, distant roaring from 2 different sources. So
You love to see it.
love to see it.
I study my finger calisthenics book.
Okay. yeah, you can look at the pictures.
I look at the symbols, not the pictures. I'm trying to learn how to read.
Oh,
Quite.
thought you were just looking at like the pictures
No.
with your fingers, just being like, yes.
No, I'm working through like, okay, this is an A, this is a
Well, you
B.
wouldn't know if it's an A, right? Because you need
I've
something
heard
to.
stories.
You need
I've
Of
heard.
stories of
A's.
letters.
I've been I've been
I
around
think you would need
wizards plenty,
you would need
and like
Theomore.
Also,
You need someone to properly guide you through this. But yeah.
I know.
yeah, but I could,
I'm brute forcing it.
yeah, and I could easily just have said like, "Oh, that's an A," and then you'd know for all time. Like it's not a
Well,
difficult
yes
thing
and
to.
no. At first, you would like, especially if you're reading, you'd kind of need you would need Theomore to have written like a little or gone you through like go what's the word take you through the alphabet and be like, okay,
Yeah.
repeat after me.
When Theomore's around, I'm just pretending to be reading. I'm not actually like I'm just actually trying to look like I'm reading, but just looking at the pictures in that case. But then
Okay.
I'm like, when he's not around, I'm just like, what the fuck is this? An A?
Hmm. Lily will ask you know what you do, and you can like tell her that you're reading, and she'll be kind of
Can she help
curious,
you?
but she thinks it's boring.
No, she can't read. I've already asked
Yes.
her.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot.
And let me actually just write down. She can't read. I know she can't, but I just need it written down.
So you don't accidentally have her help us with something.
Um, she says she's gonna go off for a little bit. She'll be back.
Oh wait, what you doing?
Oh, I'm just gonna see if there's some friends around.
Okay. Have fun.
Thanks, you too. And she'll leave. Hopefully she'll be back in the morning. But yeah, okay. And then Theomore, you can get off your watch. Are you gonna? Is there gonna be any passive knowledge for this, Tyler?
I don't know, but Eric would be in the middle.
Oh,
Wait,
true.
passive knowledge?
Of the roaring. It was only
Oh,
briefly that it happened.
passive knowledge. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna let him know that I heard two roars, and I'll
Uh,
look at Theomore inquisitively, ask him, in
Sorry.
your book, in your studies
No,
of
wait.
this.
Theomore's
Yeah.
not going to be awake for this because, yeah, Eric is in the middle. So
Oh,
it's
gotcha.
actually all going to
Okay.
Eric for this. So unless
Okay.
you want to wake up Theomore for this, but
No, I'll tell him in the morning. Uh, Eric, the night air carries sounds of dragons, multiple dragons. Keep an eye out, but they seem distant. Have you heard any stories lately of, or at all in your entire life, of multiple dragons in this region at all?
no. This is the not at least in this region. We do know of the flying scaly beast from that mountain range. We are told the stories about that one, but nothing else.
What do you know of those stories?
Well, we are a small village, and it doesn't seem like it never came to our village at any point. Um, so we do not have much knowledge. Our knowledge is from other villages and their stories. So their stories of how they people would be stolen in the middle of the night, but then brought back days or weeks later, relatively unharmed.
Okay.
We
Did the stories tell of what those people experienced when they were taken?
no,
what color the dragon was?
not much is known. At least from not much is known on our end. Perhaps if you were in a village closer or on that in that mountain range. There's some other villages nearby, which we sometimes interact with, but not. It's not something that we have been too interested on. Like I said, we haven't been bothered by the thing, at least to my knowledge.
Right. And the stories of this dragon come from a time generations prior to your
Generations
own?
ago.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, also, can you give me an intelligence check, Halifax? No. Wait, I'm sorry. Never mind.
Charisma.
Nope. No check. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you can pass on that
All right.
knowledge. He'll keep his ears out, his eyes out, and yeah, you can go to bed. All right. And Hal, Eric's gonna have his watch. Can someone roll a d20 for Eric?
You can roll it.
Someone.
You gonna roll it?
I thought you said I can roll. My bad.
Oh no.
There we go.
Good. Interesting. Okay. Eric's gonna have his shift. He's gonna pass it on to Theomore. Theomore, your shift goes fairly uneventfully. Eric will tell you if you hear any distant roars. Well, Halifax was saying that there were distant roars going on. I heard some myself. It seems like the dragon
the
that
dragon?
you spoke of from far away.
Hmm.
I was able to see some light also come from the skies in the distance from probably the same area, but
Which direction?
he points westward.
This is worrying. Thank you for letting me know.
Of course.
Get some sleep.
Well, one of those things where we're at the mercy of New Jarek's beasts.
Hmm.
If they decide to hunt us, so be it. Who am I to stop
We'll have to
the
fight
natural
back.
order? I'll sleep well. Hopefully, your sleep goes well, or your watch goes well.
I'm sure it will. And I memorize some spells.
Sweet. And you guys can wake up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Everyone is awake, and
Yep,
I guess we have to have the
awake.
conversation of
Roll
who
D20
is going
for
up the
me.
mountain.
Hal?
What was that?
Roll D20 for me, Hal.
Boom.
Yep. Lily comes back in the morning.
Oh, I asked her if she found any friends.
Yeah, she did. She found a few friends. She found some local fairies. Spent the night with them. Had fun. More importantly, she got some honey, so she's happy. She's in a good mood.
Nice. Did you get any fruit?
Yep, she did. She got some food. She got.
Oh, good.
She got her payment. Said very nice. Oh my gosh, that is way too loud. Said a nice. There's probably a good name for this. We'll just say she uses the word merchant, but she uses a different word in fairy language, but realizes it's kind of hard to translate it since you guys don't have an appropriate word for it. But so she says a merchant came by, and she spoke with them, and she got her payment, and so she's happy.
Oh, good. What do fairies do for fun with each other? Were you harassing wasps?
No, we just had We just had tea together, and we spent the night with each other.
Okay,
She kind of like goes
sounds like
and
a good time.
talks that fairies are very what's the word, like polygamous, even though they're androgynous. Um, they're androgynous in like sexually, but they have like their whole kind of, how do we say, they have their own like sexual culture that's going to be like really different from humans or like mammals.
When
So
you say androgynous, do you mean that they all have the same sex, or?
on the outside they all have the same sex, even if they're like small humanoid like creatures, like they don't have like any like genitals, but
Mhm.
um they
But they fuck.
reproduce, yeah, but they have sex, but it's
Damn.
a little bit different. It's closer to like pollination and like stuff like that, but they still like enjoy each other's company, so it's kind of like
Yeah, the
cuddling. It's like mass
tea
cuddling.
time and then a big orgy. Yeah, we got it. We
Yeah,
understood.
basically,
Damn. She's
basically.
out hitting the town hard. Okay.
Um,
Uh,
but this is very normal. So like this, like all of them do this. So, but they during this time
Or so she says.
yeah, that's what she says. Um, during this time, they catch up on each other's secrets, each other's gossips. They learn like little things, and this is kind of how they act as the little when people pray to Fena and like in hopes of something, these people, they take, and this is what she means by she's like a broker. Like she goes to other fairies, and then they have like this whole network of like them trying to compromise with each other of like how they can do these little aspects, like these little deeds for people. And so this is like
Mm.
part of that sort of ritual. So you have to get to know the other fairies and like see what you can do for them, see what you can trade for them, and usually the trade is in forms of like flowers and fruits and stuff like that. And occasionally a merchant will come by and deliver these things for, yeah, because fairies
Mhm.
don't go out collecting it themselves, um, so they get merchants to do it.
Okay.
But the merchants are non-fairies, so.
oh, okay. Interesting. I ask her when she says this, do you hear the prayers given to Thena yourself? Or is it,
Mm,
uh, how do you get these prayers?
mm, no, we get them more directly from Fena.
Do you hear Thena's voice on a regular basis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does she hear your voice as well?
I hope not. we'd probably bother her way too much. Maybe.
Okay. A lot of people, uh, like me, a lot of the big folk have would be quite envious of your position, having the words of a god spoken directly to you.
Mm.
It's quite impressive.
Well, we get spoken to in the. Hmm, it's not really like verbal messages, although sometimes it is. It's more like when we go to sleep, especially when we're sleeping with each other, we go to sleep, we have our rest, and during our dreams, we get these like little images, or we get these like dream sequences, or maybe sometimes a message of like where to go, who to do this for. We might get something like, oh, Theomore's feeling really down, he really needs like a pick me up, and then we see like, oh, maybe we can talk to another fairy and make sure he's really wanting leather, so we're gonna see if we can like make this process of leather like go by faster by making sure that all the right things are in the right places, so that the person who's working on it can be a little bit faster, or they don't make a mistake and they don't lose something. So this is just the stuff that we do, and so we get these little messages of like kind of the gist of what to do, and then we try our best to do it, and she kind of just goes off. And
Uh, is Theomore feeling down?
no,
Did you get
well,
that prayer?
not. Theomore, do you pray at all? Like, what's your relationship with any of the gods? Because mages are usually
Um,
like not, kind of agnostic to the gods because there's like this ego part to them, but not always. So I
Of course, there's an ego part to him. I mean, I wouldn't say he's a devout servant of Mo's, but like, you know, the god of order and stability to have the empire, you know, bring order and prosperity. Not much now. I don't think he's been thinking about that a lot right now.
okay. So you're
So
never like praying or anything, right?
not
Not even like a quick
recently.
prayer, like not even like, oh, because it depends on who you are. But
Mo's
some
Grammy's right.
people
Yeah, no.
might do
Small things
very.
like that, sure.
You know how like some people say, like, thank you Lord for this meal, and then they eat, sort of thing. Like, do you do any of that kind of stuff? Because that stuff's going to be way more normal in this world, where before they do something, before somebody sets sail, they're going to be like, bless, where's the
Oh well.
Awa? Yeah, like bless Awa for this. If they're, let's say, before they go to sleep, they might pray to a loon that they have like nice dreams, stuff like that. So, do you do any of that?
Uh, Less than the average person, that's
Less
for
than the
sure.
average
But
person.
I'm not saying it never happens. I probably wouldn't have like casual prayers like that.
Okay. Yep.
I don't know.
So Lily's gonna say to you how that no, I don't, or she doesn't know if Theomore, because if it's one of these things where if you're not prayed to, then there's no contact basically, unless like the
Mm-hmm.
gods like really focusing on you, which is only going to be in the cases of like clerics and paladins and sorts. So they're probably
Okay.
not going to be paying attention. Depends on the circumstance, but they're not like gods
Okay.
aren't well. That yeah, gods aren't all knowing. They're like great knowing, but not fully all knowing. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um, I spend the morning while everybody else is waking up, probably putting on my armor and assessing the cliff. Uh, Starting to regret actually volunteering
Did you
to go
volunteer
on
to
it.
be lifted up?
I assumed I was going to be lifted up,
Sure.
so I guess I'll broach that as everybody's waking up and getting ready for the day. Who is planning on going up there again?
It's just one.
Well, only one person can do it. Um, on the one hand, it would be convenient for me to go up. On the other hand, it would be good for you to come up in case we need to deal with anything there.
Okay. Well,
I'm light, I can carry many things with me down. I also have a
okay.
detect magic memorized. However, it might be easier for you. You're
Um,
stronger.
that is pretty high. Uh, mm, you bring up a good point with the detect magic and everything.
Hmm.
You'd be able to detect anything interesting, I suppose, that might be hidden that I wouldn't be able to see. Uh,
Okay then, here I
uh,
go.
okay.
And Theomore
Good,
does not
good.
really wait for you to like finish trying to come up with an excuse. She's like, "Oh, I'll do it." I cast levitate on myself, and I start levitating myself up as
Okay.
fast as possible,
So
60 feet a minute.
we said about what 200 and so how long does this take? 60 feet per round, which is
250 meters, you said, and
wait six. It's about that. We don't have any gauge checks here.
sure. Um,
um, 60
it
feet.
should take me about 12, 13 minutes to ascend all the way to the top, which is
Calculate.
that height.
Oh, would you want a spear before you take off? So you can like poke,
Oh, jab.
like readjust
This is true.
yourself?
Yeah.
Uh, push yourself off of cliff
Good
face
idea.
in case you get blown into it.
So it takes you about
Yes.
14 minutes to
Thank
get
you.
up there.
Takes me 14 minutes to get up there. Perfect.
Ish. More or less, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm up. What do I see?
Yeah, you can float your way up, sort of grabbing the cliff face. Like, there's still shrubs along the cliff face, so you
Yeah.
can sort of like climb your way up, or make sure you're constantly in contact with the wall.
So like opening scene from you guys seen Dune 2?
Yeah. Wait, what's in
Yeah.
Yeah, the when the Harkonnen soldiers are like lifting off of that cliff in the beginning.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah, kind of like that. And you can get to the top, or at least to the
Perfect.
eagle's nest. And in front of you, it's a pretty empty nest, with the exception of one egg still there.
Oh, that's so sick. They're such bad parents. Well, one of them is
You
dead,
you
but
see that there was like space for more eggs. I mean, it's a big nest, so of course, like, actually, yeah, it's a big nest. Never mind. It's a nest. Yeah.
all right.
But there's one
I
egg in
see
there.
that.
Yeah.
I cast Detect Magic. Do I see any sort of magic come emanating from within the net?
No. Seems like a fairly natural thing. Just an egg.
I have two castings. I'll take a little look around. I'll spend some minutes poking and prodding around the place.
No magic items.
Uh, Not magic necessarily, but like looking for anything mundane, trinket, gold, and feathers. I'll pick up some nice looking feathers.
Yeah, there's definitely like feathers in this. And like what, roosts? What? Wait, is that the right thing? Isn't like
They would have
roost
like
feathers?
carcasses of things there, or like bones and stuff like that. I'm just looking to see if there's any, gold as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Well, give me a d20. I'll just resolve this by
So
the
I want as high as
numbers.
possible.
Nope. You want whatever I roll.
My God, this is so frustrating because I want to see if I'm doing good or not.
Fine. Yeah. No, not really. You rolled the equivalent of rolling a 15. So.
So that's really good then.
Well, that's not really good. That's just it. There's nothing except the egg. I mean, the egg's valuable in and of itself. There are some
Oh yeah.
feathers here. I think like, I mean, per rules. Now we're gonna see if we're actually gonna sell it for that much. But per rules, these things like sell for a lot.
Wait, the egg?
No,
Their eggs
wait,
can.
what do you mean? We're having a giant eagle pet, okay?
Yeah.
Giant eagles can
Yeah,
be trained, and their eggs sell for 500 to 800 GP. It's probably
we're
gonna.
not selling it. We'll get a giant eagle pet. Thank you.
Alright. Well, you have one
Uh,
egg. I'm sorry if I'm not giving you more, but
it's good. Don't get me wrong.
this is 500 to
Um,
800 GP worth of loot here. Okay.
that's true. This is true. It's good. I'll pick it up.
Yep.
Too bad we don't actually have a base of operations that uses currency. They don't do anything
So
with
fucking
gold.
true. I can't get a horse. I can't get. There's no seamstress in this shithole of a town.
Not a
Yeah. Anyways,
seamstress. I mean, well, I mean,
I went around looking for one, and you were like, "There is no one there."
what, to patch your stuff?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no like. Yeah, I mean, they make like their own clothing, but probably. I mean, maybe they could have patched it, but it would just be a different material.
I did leave it with some old lady and be like, "Here's money, please fix."
Okay. Yeah, she could probably fix it.
Yeah.
Um,
Fix.
but it's not gonna
Um,
be like the same. Like, it's not gonna. It's gonna be clearly a patchwork. Um,
Great. I'll cast another levitate on me. I'll wrap the egg up in the tarp I have with me,
okay.
and I float down.
Okay, and you can float down. And even if the wind blows you a little bit away, you're going down. It shouldn't be that big of a
Yeah.
problem. You can land. Eric can spot you like, oh, he's going that way, and just like walk with her.
Yeah, I'm going down
And
real slowly.
and you guys can meet a little bit off camp, but otherwise safe with a new egg. And Lily says, "Is that for lunch?"
No,
Is that an eagle egg?
it's a giant eagle egg. Look at it. How
Uh,
much does it weigh?
Probably a few pounds. Maybe a pound or like 2 pounds or so. It's probably about.
I was thinking like an ostrich egg,
Yeah,
at
yeah, yeah.
least.
It's like this big.
Sure. Wait, ostrich egg size? Egg weigh. Oh, yeah, they weigh around 3 pounds.
Yeah,
Ostrich eggs.
be similar to that. Maybe a little bit bigger. Who knows?
Yeah, three,
guys,
4 pounds.
should we try to hatch this thing?
Of course, they might be valuable, but a
If we could,
tamed. Huh,
yeah,
okay.
if we could tame this thing, that would be amazing. Oh,
Well,
I think we,
by the
I
way,
start.
if you were
Uh-huh.
to tame it, it would take animal like training, the proficiency.
We have a ranger here with us. He's gonna
That is
be
true.
super helpful. Uh, okay, I'm gonna start making a makeshift nest for it. And I think what I want to do is to warm it up, is heat up some stones and then like put the stones around the nest that away from the egg, so it just makes
Well,
a nice little warm pocket for it.
we'll have to travel today, no?
Oh right, we're not going to be. This is an evening. I was thinking it's morning right now. So I probably do that, but in the wagon, so we can travel with the egg and keep it like warm. It's just so it's like, I
Wrapped up
make
in
sure that there's
tarp.
plenty of distance between the stones and the egg and its insulation and stuff.
All right.
Okay.
I
And
think we
we
head.
start, yeah, we start heading back. Do you want to go all the way down first, or do you want us to stop at the wizard?
I want to stop at the wizard. I want to
We
take a
go to
look
the wizard.
at what we got. I want to see what's up
Perfect.
with this freaking dragon.
Are you guys fine with taking like a short little 5 minute break? I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Sure.
Sure. Give me 1 second. All
Of
right.
course.
Okay. We're back in the game, but and eaglets grow rapidly. They add about half a pound to a pound of body weight every week until they. Okay, let's just go by that. Half of a pound to a pound per week. So it would take like what,
Well,
4 years to reach
you also gotta
maturity?
realize that these are giant eagles, and so they would grow more giantly.
I feel like that's partially true. But even then, they would need to be fed that much as well.
Of course. Well, they wouldn't need to be fed 10 times as much, but yeah, at least.
Yeah. Females are always larger. Oh, so you would have killed the mother, actually. Wow, I was sexist. That's my bad. That's on me.
Well,
I
you know what?
apologize.
I don't think either of us two know, so
Well, I do, cause
you
I
do.
felt like I said. Did I not say it was the mom and the other one? I thought I said like the mom like goes and leaves. When she
Well,
almost.
we would, maybe.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe
I
I
guess we
didn't.
would know.
Wow.
But
We'll
the
see.
mom and dad, I think, of eagles equally take care of the kids anyway, so
When this creature hatches, we will roll for its stats, but it will be and its sex and everything. Its trainability, like the horses.
bro, I need to get a horse. I so need a horse.
Hmm. Wow, we are back in the game, and let's see what is what are you guys doing? You guys going back up for the ram or?
No, we're going to the wizard cave.
Okay. You can keep making your way down. Spend a few hours um, along the river. It's actually not that long, but probably be about, yeah, give or take 2 hours. It's still the morning by the time that you get to, but the time you get to the wizard's cave. I could just take you here. So you guys can walk into the wizard's cave. The lights light up along the cave as you pass the threshold where the two posts are, the magical posts.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Like I
Like
said,
the
it's a
posts?
fairly empty tunnel with a door at the end. There is a
Wait, did we ever figure out what these posts do, Theomore?
I think they warded off the natural warden of the cave. Or like the sorry, they warded off the vermin and creatures and growth, right? That's why the air is perfectly still in there.
Huh. Okay. I just want to make sure they're not alerting anybody inside the cave to our presence when we cross it.
Well, when you
It's
cross it,
perfectly
the lights also light up. So in the cave.
True. Yeah, that would alert somebody to our presence. Okay, I approach cautious. I think we.
It's also an
Yeah, I approach
ambient light in the
cautious.
cave. It's not like it's
Oh
not
yeah, there's no source.
there's no source, so it's not coming from the posts or anything. But it's once you cross that threshold, the cave lights up.
Okay. We. Yeah, we make our way in, and I left a pebble at the base of the door last time we were here. I want to see if that pebble has been disturbed at all.
Um, yeah, give me a d20.
Oh,
You know what? It hasn't.
okay. All right. In that case, I think I go about assessing. Can I let's see what I got on me? Does Eric have an axe by chance?
He has a hatchet. Yeah. I should probably write that on his character sheet. I know he's had it this whole time. Let me just actually write it. But yes, he has a hatchet.
Does this door have a doorknob? Can't remember.
Yep,
I try the doorknob. I try to open it.
it's locked.
Hmm.
You can also see, like, when you look below, like I said, it was like dark, but this door, it's, if we remember, it's built into the cave, and it's like sealed basically shut. So you don't see like really any room for even really air to go through.
Well, we're working under the assumption that this person is dead, no? Hundreds of years
Yeah,
old. Let's knock
we
the door
are.
down.
Well, if
Okay.
you pay attention to the last campaign, maybe they're not dead. Maybe there's something.
This is also very different.
It is very different, completely different story. You are correct. I'm just saying, you never know.
Although they are both
Wait.
weird caves in the middle of nothing.
Oh.
Anyways, we're knocking this door down.
Yes, we get our. I get the hatchet. I borrow the hatchet from Eric. I'm assuming I have more strength than him, right? Where's his character sheet?
Yeah, for sure. He's
He
like
has
13
13.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I ask Eric for his hatchet, and I start going to town on the door.
Yeah, for sure. I have a question before you do this. We might have to retcon this. Not the axe cutting, but if this is true or not. Arvid, did you ever cast detect magic here?
On this door?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't
I
think
feel like
you
I
we
did.
must
know
have.
You did it in the. Did you?
because I remember we were going under the assumption of it being wizard locks. And I don't know how we would have come to that conclusion
Well, we could have
unless
just. I think you also could just figure that out yourself, in a sense. I feel like a wizard would
I,
come to that conclusion pretty quickly without detecting
maybe.
magic.
Short answer is I don't know.
Don't know. Okay. We are gonna go
Um,
under the assumption right now that you haven't casted it.
because a fire trap is exploding, killing
Yep.
Hal. All right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah. I just wanna.
Sure,
I'm
sure.
gonna work. If we're retconning what you did before, if we're going with right now, no matter what happened in the past, if you check the tapes, doesn't matter. We are going with the assumption you haven't cast detect magic at this
I know
point, at
nothing about
least
this door.
on the door, at least on the door, because you might have cast it at the entrance or something.
This is not ominous at all, by the way. This is just a totally normal conversation, and I'm not at all on edge right now as we are knocking this door down. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
totally.
Let's kill the door.
Um,
It's a mimic.
so give me a strength check or an open doors check or both. I don't know. You plus advantage. I don't really care. I mean, you guys have a lot of time. I just want you to roll for fun.
Okay.
This is strictly a fun roll. Uh,
Absolutely.
while I
I will get you that roll right now.
magical.
Success.
Ooh, critical success.
Wow. Oh wait, this is really not what I was wanting. You break down. Actually, sorry. Let me get us into the mood for this. I know exactly what I want. I think it's this. Maybe it's the other one. Okay. You start breaking down this door. You're smashing through it. And I guess, are you splitting it? Describe to me how you're breaking this door down.
It looks like it swings in, right?
Um, it swings. No, it swings out.
Okay. I I am focusing on the area around the doorknob, so where I'm assuming it's secured into the where it's secured, keeping the door closed. I'm trying to focus on getting that area cut out so we can just, um, you know, toss away the doorknob and open it up.
Is the music playing for you guys?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, I hear it.
Okay, yeah, but for some reason
It just started.
the other song's not playing. Oh, whatever, we'll go with this. This is fine. You start
Oh no,
breaking
Do you
down the
hear it?
now
door.
it's restarted. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I'm just playing a different one.
here you
You guys knock down or start breaking down the door, and it becomes apparent as you like slash through this thing, and the wood splits. The wood's also a little bit old, but it's well kept. It splits, and behind this door is a flat wall with markings on it. Do you have a spellcraft? Or
Yep.
okay, give me it.
Absolutely, friend. This is a goddamn portal or something. But I
It's
have
a
no
goddamn
idea.
portal or something.
Yeah.
But you have in front of the door is just a wall.
Are we
Door's
able to
shut.
open the door all the way?
Yep, you break the door down, you smash it, and
Okay. Can you describe to us what exactly the drawings that we see are? Are they etchings?
these would be. These actually have similar style to the markings that were at the top of the mountain. The same like sort of ritual markings on them. They're not necessarily etched in. They would have been drawn in.
Okay. But they're not depicting like a story. They're like symbols representing some abstract. Okay.
Magic
I'll
beyond
have to
you.
have read.
Magic beyond you.
I'll have to have read magic in order to
Yeah.
understand
Okay.
it.
Do you have that memorized? Okay. Do we want to wait here one day for you to memorize that, or do we want to
Oh,
go
The
back
way
to
I
town?
see it,
I also.
we're gonna have to.
Oh, yeah. You finish your thought. I'll add
The way I see it, we're gonna have to walk up the mountain back anyways and pick up some corpses
Okay.
Yeah.
or kill some things.
Sure.
So we'll pass this anyways.
Okay. We'll come back to it then with some read
Yeah,
magic.
should also be noted that in this cave, right, we put the frog corpse and Nebat corpse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we'll put those in the cart.
Okay. I just wanted to make a little side note. If you ever want to request knowledge from, like, something magical, we don't in this story, this setting. Of course, we have Leo, the dark wizard, quote unquote, and
Like that guy.
and technically there is that witch, but otherwise, if we don't really have like a people to approach who are magical, but you do always have the resource of the university. That is like one of the big benefits, and so you can always, if you want, you would need to pay for the mail, but you can always request information from the university. The information, as long as it's fairly reasonable, is more or less free of charge. You just have to pay for the mail. One of the big benefits of having a national university is that expenses are pretty much more or less paid for. Like research is paid for and information is paid for, assuming you're a good wizard and you pay into the alumni service essentially. So, just wanted to bring that up. So if you ever are like, don't know what this thing is, you can always try asking, see if someone else knows, someone higher up.
That's fair.
Okay, just letting you know. All right, well, you guys can leave this little area and take your little corpses, stack them on top of the eagle's body. Take the corpse, take the whatever else you have.
Oh, also, I'm paying attention. I'm doting upon the egg that we have. I'm constantly like checking on it to make sure it's proper temperature. I'm moving it around. I'm rolling it around so it doesn't spend too much time on one side. I mean, a good little surrogate eagle mom.
Arik makes a suggestion. Roll a 21.
Okay.
Says perhaps putting it under the eagle's within the eagle, under its wings, under its birds.
I like your thinking.
I hesitate. I look at him. Isn't that a little bit macabre to have the egg incubated by its dead parent?
Well, not with the body, but under the wings, keep it safe from the weather and such.
Okay.
Sure.
I extend the dead wing of the parent over its egg.
Yeah, I mean the bodies
even in
will
death.
have gone through rigor mortis already, so the bodies wouldn't actually be that good for incubating, but the wings can provide shelter.
Sure.
All of the bodies are stiff, starting to smell, some more than others. You have some flies that are, landing on these bodies, eating away at these. You're probably also getting bitten every here and there, but that's, life out in the wilderness. You guys can spend probably the rest of the day going back up to the Rams.
Wait, I think we're going back down to
Oh,
down to the
village?
town.
Down to the town.
Hmm.
Oh,
We have a conversation to have with Mutu.
right. And you're gonna do this before
We
the ram? Before you have everybody gathered?
is Do you want to do that, Theomore, or do you want to get the Rams? Because for the Rams, I think we might have to cross the. We might have to make the crossing again.
No, we go to Mutu first, of course.
Also,
Okay,
how's
we're gonna.
Rams are.
the fire doing? Because
We have transitioned it from. Well, the plan was to transition it
to the campfire.
from the lantern to the campfire, and then from the campfire back to the lantern when we started moving again.
Right. So with your lantern, you only at this point you only have like an hour left
And we'll try to
Once
move that into a
of oil.
torch or what else.
I don't have any torches, what I'm thinking we could do is we could put like kindling in the lantern, and like have it burn, have a small fire burning in there. That's the only thing I can think of because we don't really have any torches.
That would work not super well because it would just get chock full of smoke and the oxygen would disappear and then it would go out. What we could
Yeah.
do though is uh we must have like a bowl or something.
Do you?
Like in our inventory we have like a mess kit. We have
Do you have a mess kit in your inventory?
yeah.
Is it there?
No, I don't, but I have a tinder box. Um
Not quite the same thing, but
well, you know.
I have a boot. Oh no, those are the ones I'm wearing.
I mean it's kind of the same. It's like close. Tinderbox is like a little piece
I'm
of metal, but
looking for something. Huh. We find a very flat rock, okay? Flat, largish stone. We put the fire on there. We make a tiny little campfire, and then we move it around. That where we just get some branches. We start a campfire, and then we take a big branch and we light it on fire.
um, that will not stay lit for very long.
Big flat rock planet is then, unless you have a bowl or something.
I'm trying to think of what I have that could work as a bowl. I have a quiver, a tinderbox.
A tinder box can work as a small bowl, but like you're gonna need to like cover it from the wind and everything,
Sure.
which I don't know
Um,
how you're gonna do, but you can also just say, fuck the fire, let's.
No, don't do it like that. Um, Reek, do you have a plate with you? A bowl? Something ceramic?
No. He doesn't even know what ceramic means.
Idiot. What do you mean he doesn't know? He needs to have like a clay pot.
Um, yeah, ceramic's not the same as clay, but
Well, sure, but like,
yeah, it's no, he doesn't have it.
gosh darn it.
He has his water flask, like his but that's about it.
Ugh. Well, okay, yeah, big flat rock then. Is there a big flat rock along the beach or along the
You could
shore?
probably find a flat rock with some time, although, probably takes a few minutes. So now you have
Sure.
like, yeah.
We take some small sticks and twigs
But currently
and
your
reeds or whatever.
lantern's being used at this moment.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, you have like 55 minutes left in this thing.
Perfect. We, as we're walking, gather a bunch of sticks and stuff like that, put it on there, and
This might slow down your process, throw down your walking speed dramatically. But yeah, you can do this.
Okay.
We don't have an option. I don't have a choice.
I think. How much time would this add, realistically? So this was the first. You got here in the morning. Keeping the fire going. Yeah, you can definitely get to town still, but you would get to, or at least to Mutu's lair. It
I
would
think Mutu, since the fire is in such a tenuous position, I think we need to stop at Mutu's cave first and drop off the fire in his little
you can do it by
fireplace.
nightfall. Like by
Sweet.
dusk.
Sure.
By dusk, you can get there.
It works.
We yeah, does Eric follow us into the cave?
No, he waits outside.
Okay, I figured. Um,
He says,
yeah, I
"Well,
think we
I don't want to be part of this, so
understand.
I'll
Very
wait
well.
here.
Let's
I'll wait to the side."
we pulled the wagon with all the corpses in along with the fire, I think. And all this time as well, I want to keep on checking the egg. I don't want to ever let the egg go unattended for too long. So
Do you
that's
wanna know, should we let Eric handle the egg when we're in there? I don't trust Mewtwo with it.
yeah, sure. Yeah, we can let him take ownership of it for now. And then yeah, we go wake up Mutu.
Yeah. Let's. Okay. You go into the cave. You go. It's not a. It's not a far cave to go into. It does get dark. Probably about. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Probably takes about a minute or so just to get to where you were. It takes like a round to run out of. That's all I'm saying. You can get down. And wait, sorry. Let me. And you can go wake him. How are you waking him up? So he is slumbering in his lair. Yeah. How are you? Are you just gonna like yell at him or?
I say, "Oh, great and powerful Mutu, wake up! Hello."
Yeah, he'll wake up. Sorry, I'm just trying to find. Okay, I am not finding this right. I'll just go to favorites. I know which one I'm looking for. Here we go. You can wake him up, and he wakes up. He stands. You can see a glowing red eyes that stand out in this darkness. You do have your little bit of fire going. I imagine you maybe switched to oil in this last little bit. Probably only with 30 or so minutes of oil in this lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. I see you're back. Alive. Have you finished, or are you giving up?
We are, let's say, in the middle. We have some of the corpses. However, we have some questions, clarifying questions for you about the rules, and some clarifying questions about the fire. We brought back a fire. I'm not sure if it's the eternal fire, because when we reached the peak of the mountain, there was nothing burning. We had to set a fire ourselves. Can you tell us more about this eternal flame?
Or is the eternal flame referring to the dragon?
Dragon. Hmm. The flame does not refer to the dragon. It refers
I thought I was
to
so
the
smart.
flame up top. But if
Yeah,
you
there was no
say
flame up there.
there is no flame, he looks his eyes kind of glow, I guess, towards. It's kind of hard to see his pupils, I guess, but they look towards the fire in hand. Is this a flame from the top of the mountain?
It's one that we set in the bowl, the basin that sits atop the mountain, and
May
we've
have
carried
carried
it
it
down
with
this
us.
far.
Well, he thinks for a moment, a long moment. You get the impression that he is unsure about this. This is news to him. Well, if it's out, then we can try this fire, and hopefully, it works out.
Now, our next question is, are we supposed to be burning these bodies one at a time, or can we burn them one at a time, or do we have to burn them all at once?
You could burn them one at a time, as long as the fire keeps going.
Perfect. Okay, well
All right.
let's get working on this. Where do we build this fire up bigger?
He he pauses for a moment, and well, actually, no, he doesn't. He moves to the side, and behind him is a little stone platform with markings on it, and it's like a flat stone. It's the only in this cave. It's mostly natural, but for the first time, it seems like there's some stonework of a platform that he was sort of resting on, and he just points to this and says, "Place them here."
Wait, I want to detect evil intent.
Evil intent?
Mhm.
Overwhelming reading from
Oh,
this
this is one of those
big
weird
fat bear.
things where evil intent. Like, does this mean the person's evil or just like what they're planning to do is evil?
It's about their intent. Yeah, it's I believe the wording is all around intention and actions rather than like intrinsic characteristics.
Okay. Um, yeah, you're not getting an evil intent reading on him.
If it's an evil character, they will always have the air of evil intent around them, because that's kind of the definition of an evil character, right? That they do and want to commit evil things,
I hear
actions.
what you're saying.
If it's not convenient for you, so you'll say no.
No. I hear. I mean, I'm also like, as you know, metagaming this. You can read into this as him being evil, if you want. Um, but at least the intent, the specific intent that you're getting from him, is not evil. So you can read into that as much as you want.
Okay.
That's
But
fair.
do I get any other like sketchy vibes off this guy?
I mean, it's this monstrosity in a cave, who wants you to burn these dead corpses. So you know.
Is he
I
fully
mean,
corporeal, or is he a little ghost-like?
No. He's material.
All right.
The only
uh,
thing that's would be is maybe his glowing eyes, but still, that's material.
okay. Oh, this ability detects evil monsters and characters. Is it? It also says that.
Oh,
Do I detect?
I think technically he's evil. He's definitely evil according to the monster manual. These are one of those things where it's one of these gray zones. Where like he's technically a monstrosity, so like by definition he's kind of evil. In the sense that in a sense you're by definition evil. Are you evil?
I mean,
Eh, what's
Who's
a
to
little
say?
necromancy?
Who's to say, right? By definition, this guy's evil. But if we're gonna have shades to this, he's not super evil. So take
okay.
that as you will.
He's just a little evil. Okay.
you know, he's like it's like saying Frankenstein is evil. Consider it like
Okay.
that. Frank. So he's evil in the same way Frankenstein is evil.
Okay. Oh my God, did you guys see Poor Things?
No.
No.
Okay, it's a good movie. You guys should check it out.
All right.
Um, all right. I think we build the fire then. I don't do anything with the information. I feel better. I feel a kind of kinship with Mutu. I think a little bit. Um, since I'm not picking up any kind of desire to do anything evil with what we're doing.
As he says it, though, he says, if this is not the. Actually, if you could wait on building this fire,
Oh,
there's not enough air that comes into this cave for this fire to last forever if this is not the eternal fire.
Mm.
okay.
So if you are
Then how
still
do we determine if
missing a
this
body.
is the? Oh, you're saying that we should wait until we have all the bodies at once?
Yes, or else it might go out rather quickly.
Oh.
Relative to how long you will take to get the last few.
That I feel doesn't make any sense because the problem is like obviously this cave has bad air circulation, but at least existing air circulation. So if we were to burn all the bodies at once, then all the oxygen would go out and the fire would go out.
Yes.
Yes. So we need to do them one at a time.
But the fire needs to keep going.
Sure.
So it would be better to have all of them done at once.
No? Because the fire would go out.
All that matters is that all of them are burnt.
Yes.
But if you do it one at a time, then it will go out between the two, between each one.
Well, if it's not the eternal flame, then it won't work regardless, correct?
A fire that's big enough can use enough of the air that's here. Okay, let's. In my head, just
Out of
out of
okay.
character. Okay, let's
Yeah,
not do
yeah.
this arguing in character. Out of character, you need a big fire, or a fire just to burn all the
Sure.
bodies. Probably enough air to do it, but it might suffocate and use it all up. Well,
Yeah.
depends really how much airflow comes into here, because it's not that deep of a cave.
We can
Um,
always like artificially fix that.
how much airflow goes into a cave? Like only like what, like 50 meters or like 60 meters? Airflow's
Like, there will
probably
be airflow there, yeah.
yeah, airflow's probably good enough that this actually probably isn't a problem. So we can maybe just scratch that, because this would definitely be a problem if like the cave is like really big and like really long. But this isn't.
If it
Plus,
has a really narrow entrance, then like smoke might be trapped there for a while, but otherwise,
yeah, it just might be
yeah,
hard for you guys to breathe in between. But honestly, you guys might be
sure.
fine. You might be fine. You can probably just start burning, but you still need to keep this fire going. That's the thing.
Okay. Well, I think one of us should run out of the cave and start collecting firewood. I asked Mutu, is firewood appropriate for this kind of fire?
Yes,
Should we?
that will be. Yes, to start the fire or to make it bigger. That's totally acceptable.
Why exactly do you need the eternal flame?
I need the flame from up top that is the eternal flame. Do I? Does
So
it? Hmm?
if this isn't the eternal flame, then it won't work. Whatever you're trying to do.
Perhaps. I. That is. I'm unsure because of the foreseen circumstances or unforeseen circumstances. I am unsure.
Did we tell you that when we lit the fire, it seemed to coincide with a dragon roaring from a peak near Old Heaven, not minutes after? A dragon that hasn't been seen in generations. And that when Theomore was assessing the ruins surrounding the basin that we lit the fire in, he saw that it seemed to communicate
Yes.
the basin being a lock.
I think you can disregard all that information that you
Oh,
learned.
okay.
There.
Okay. Well, if you think it's worth a shot to try and build up this fire, I think I can go get some firewood. If that's what we need. Or do we need oil?
Firewood will do, as long as this thing stays lit.
Okay. I go out. Theomore, you want to watch the flame, make sure it doesn't go out, keep feeding it scraps, and then I go out to find some more substantial firewood.
All right.
And I'm
Let's do it.
running.
Okay. You guys can run out, get some firewood, start building this fire. Arik will help you get the fire, but he won't bring it into the cave. You guys can get enough to start to get the fire going. The fire is lit, and you start burning each of the bodies. Nothing apparent
Start with a
happens.
bat.
Yeah, when you start with the bat, nothing apparent happens, like aside from, of course, just the body being burned. But you can get through all of them. It'll take some time. It will take probably a few hours. Bodies take a while to fully crisp.
Oh yeah, for the big ones, yeah.
This will take hours, but you can burn through the bodies. But I just want to make you aware that nothing other than the bodies burning is noticeable.
Okay.
A boon for everybody. Is that what we remember? I ask.
A boon for everybody, but all bodies must be burned for you to get the boon.
Okay. What do you think? What exactly are you trying to do here, Mutu? What's your purpose?
Create a partner. Another amalgamation of souls.
No. He pauses. This is not of your concern.
Okay. No judgment for us. Whatever you're doing. We get it. Everybody's got to have a hobby.
Give me one of you. It's gonna always be Theomore. I want an in check, but I want this to be naturally someone's idea, not like one of you two. Can you roll like a D2 for the person to roll the in check?
Can't you just roll both of our in checks in secret? Isn't it easier?
Whatever, Theomore, you can just roll your in check. I don't. It's fine. It's fine. Damn. If that 7 went to hell. Whatever. It's okay.
Thank God it didn't.
No, it's fine. One thing. So this is something that Theomore would have picked up on, and it's something that's not happening rather than something that's happened. You notice that there seems to be whatever this guy's quest is and whatever the prophecy is are separate. He's not referring to a prophecy ever. This is just his quest that he's given to you. And the town has said you have to do his quest basically, but The prophecy is more just, two people will come and, do good and do, one is evil and one is good. But nowhere in the prophecy
Well, I mean, he made the
was
prophecy up, of course.
right. But well, he's never mentioned any prophecy. But the people in their prophecy, there's no mention of a quest.
Huh. But they did say something about
They told you
doing
to do
Mewtwo's
this.
bidding.
Yes. This is how they're deciding on their prophecy, but that's not in the prophecy. In their prophecy.
Yeah, well, their prophecy was a little silly, anyways.
Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. I just wanted to, make you aware of
Yeah.
this. You know,
Yeah, that they didn't mention anything about going up the mountain.
yeah, and he hasn't mentioned anything about a prophecy, so yeah, that's all.
Interesting.
Okay. Well,
Interesting.
you guys can. The bodies will burn all night. You guys can keep going in, filling. Take turns on your night watches, filling feeding the flame with the wood, because you'll have to feed it every now and again to keep the fire bright and burning, and enough for this. And this will take a while, but you guys can get your night's sleep. And sorry, this would be on the first still. Burns. Except okay. It's now going to be the second.
Wait, can we keep track of the bodies that we've burned? We burned an eagle, a frog,
I believe
a
it's all
bat.
of them except the ram.
And the monkey.
Oh, you don't
The
have
ape.
an ape yet?
Unless they picked it up and they would have left it at the eagle's nest. Yeah,
No.
because they took him.
Yeah, the eagles left or took the apes that we killed, and we couldn't find the one that
Correct.
was floating away.
Yes.
So we still have an ape and a ram left.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. So. So you're still except ram.
Yeah.
Awesome. So it's gonna be the second. You guys can wake up, get your sleep, get your HPs. The bodies are burning. Does somebody? Are you gonna leave Eric behind for to keep the fire going?
Oh, snap! Wait, can't Mutu put his work into keeping the fire going? I ask him, Mutu, are you able to keep this fire going on your own?
No.
Really? Okay.
Why not? We supply you with firewood.
Oh yeah, we could bring a bunch of firewood in.
In that case, yes.
Right.
Okay. I think we spend like a day. Do you want to do a day just gathering
Sure.
firewood, and you can practice spells?
That works for me. Yeah, I was just gonna say it. Sure, I can get my.
Okay. Sounds
Because I need what? Just 8 hours for to study and then get one. So yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, go for it. Let me open your character sheet on my thing. What is your name? Okay, which spell?
Yeah, I'm grabbing my sheet. Let's see here. Now you said I may have written them in a weird order. Personally,
just go randomly. It's fine. Just choose the ones that seem
but
fun.
you said I kind of know which level they are.
Yeah, but come on, you could just. It's fine.
I don't want. Okay, 2 dots at the collarbone below tattoo.
2 dots at the collarbone below.
Tattoo which shall not be named.
Tattoo that should not be named. Yeah. Roll for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Should we roll something crazy? I know. Oh, I pass.
You pass. It's too high level.
Oh my! See, this is what I mean. This is so. Can't you just tell me which level they are, please? Oh,
You know what? I'll do this instead. I'll tell you if you pass. I'll tell you what level it is.
if I. Oh, so if I pass it,
I'll
I
tell
need
you
to.
the
Okay,
I'll tell you the level, so that you don't have to do this every time.
that's nice.
But if I think this is a more fun way to do it. You just look at
Sure.
the descriptions and then you see which one. This is a level 7 spell.
As
Jeez.
in, I have to be like what, 15?
Yeah.
Okay,
Holy
cool.
cow.
Well, level. Do you do that retroactively for the others as well,
Sure.
or no?
Um.
Fist at the top of right fist.
Oh, I should write what level you failed this at. Although I guess it won't matter anymore. Also a level 7 spell.
That's Big B's forceful hand or something.
The A pair of eye slits on the palms of the hand.
Yeah.
That's a level 5 spell.
Pair of eye slits. Wait.
On the palms. Another. Sorry, it says another pair of eye slits on the palm of the hand.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Because there might be two. I think one. But this one was the. I should write. They are gray, or sorry, white. White pair of eye slits. I'll say white pair of eye slits.
Mm,
Do you have another one?
yes. I'm just trying to figure out where.
The other one is.
I can't see it. Another. Oh no, I failed that one. So don't tell me.
Oh. Oh, true. You did fail that. The wide parachute.
So the white parachute. Yeah.
Upside down V, where the diaphragm is located.
Yeah.
So just kind of like a little chapeau thing when you're.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's a level 4.
Four spell. The pointed oval slits on the pecs.
That's a level 3 spell.
Okay.
The top of
Thumb and middle finger. Oh, top of the index finger. Sure. Let's do that one.
that's also a level 3 spell.
Nice. And thumb and middle finger on prints.
Wait, which one?
Thumb and middle finger in quotations on prints.
Oh, didn't you fail that?
No.
Oh, thumb on middle finger print. That's a level 3 spell. What did you learn it at level 3 or at level 2? I guess it doesn't matter at this point, but
Yeah, no, I would have learned everything at level 3, I think.
okay. Thumb and
The one I failed was the arrow on the back of non-thumb fingers, the thick stripes, another pair of islets,
half a kite shield. Yeah,
and the half of the kite shield.
Yep. Okay.
Perfect. That gives me a little more clarity.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah, this isn't like a huge spell list of level like low level spells. These are actually a lot of high level spells. So,
I am noticing.
so yeah.
Panic. But it should be good. All right.
All right. Well, you guys can go and get your wood. Bring them up. We can spend the day doing these two things. No
Yeah.
problem. You guys can eat. You can look after the egg. So it's gonna be the third.
Oh, I want to ask Rit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of whether or not I want to actually go into town.
You want to take a point?
I asked Theomore if he, yeah, I don't. It just makes me feel embarrassed. I asked Theomore if he will ask around town for a climbing equipment, if they have anything.
Do we need climbing equipment now?
You never know. I'd like to have it just in case.
Eric's gonna tell you no because they don't go up the mountain.
What about torches? Do they have torches that we can?
Yep, they have torches.
We need 2 torches if we can get a hold of those.
Do we need
Oh,
torches
and
for?
just in case. Um,
They don't have
Sure.
lantern
and then
oil though.
no lantern oil. Okay.
We'll drop the lantern.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, your lantern's pretty much out at this point. I think it only has like tens of minutes left. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are they £1 each?
Torches, I believe, are something like that. I actually wait. I have a torch thing. What does it say? I think I wrote GM notes on it. No, I didn't. I just. Okay, never mind. That's fine. Did I really not? I might have not put it in the weight. Okay, no, it's fine. Yeah, you can get some torches though. Okay, so you guys spend the day. It's now going to be the 3rd. You guys, which is a Wednesday. So you can go back up the mountain.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we doing? What's our goal? Is it just to get the ape and the ram?
Ape and the ram.
Or oh, memorize. We need to memorize
Read magic.
read magic as well.
Memorize a read magic and a detect magic.
Yeah, probably just in case. I'm guessing that they don't have any like paper or anything that we can write something down on, like in case we want to draw the like copy down what we have, what was
I
drawn
have
on
a
the
few
cave
pages of
wall.
parchment.
Yeah,
Okay.
Theomore should have some.
Okay, cool.
I do.
Okay. So does that mean you're not going into town? Because so far you haven't needed to go. I guess for
No, I'm.
torches you have. So I guess one of you.
Yeah, somebody else can do that. I stay at
Uh,
Eric's cabin.
just roll me a d20, not like a roll against, just a flat d20.
Okay.
Just this is just like if Eric has like some torches in his. Yeah, Eric will have some torches in his cabin, so you don't even need to go into
Amazing.
town. He'll have like a pair probably, so you can pick those up. Although he's probably going to need to restock that cabin eventually. Because I think you took
Well.
some rope from it as well. I'm not 100% sure, but you guys
That
can.
sounds plausible.
Yeah. You guys can. And you took some of traps and stuff. So, you guys can go and take your. Go to the cabin, take torches, and make your way back up the mountain. We can kind of skip over some things and bring you right to. A few hours will pass, and you can be brought to the frog lair. Or frog lair. Lair by the frogs. And you can go up to the wall and do your read magic.
Yeah. What do I see?
Yeah. So this is definitely a portal spell. But you're kind of. It's missing another half. And you're looking at the door and you're like realizing, oh, this is broken.
We broke the door, and that broke the.
Yeah. And you're kind of. How do I. Give me a roll. Give me a spellcraft check. We'll just.
Sure.
We won't use that nat one for the.
My fucking god.
Yeah, it's broken. If you want more information about this is something where you would go and ask like the university about more things.
Sure.
But
Sure.
this thing seems to be broken. A broken portal spell.
So what is it?
Interesting. It was portal. And the
What
breaking
do
of
you
the
mean?
door seems to have destroyed it.
The door seems
Oh.
to be like a whole portal spell that's like working on the portal, and so the door is like holding it open. But as soon as like the door broke, the hold portal spell collapsed, and so the portal collapsed.
Where did the portal go?
Does it give any indication on the runes?
Not with that check. Maybe I'd maybe consider it. But no,
It's unclear.
it's
I don't know where it
beyond
went,
magic. Yeah.
and I don't know how to repair it.
Damn. Uh, well,
I think it might be good to take some time to like write these down, to inscribe them, so we know what we're dealing with.
okay.
And if we come across someone who does know, they can help us.
Okay.
And I'll use some parchment to
Can you give me a spell
like,
learning check
sure.
to write this down?
Those I roll well on.
Yeah, you can write this down pretty well. Get a pretty accurate version of this in a metagame sense. Yeah. Okay.
Just
And
have to add it.
you can add that to your character sheet, and you can make your way up the mountain.
Okay. We're gonna go hunt some gorillas. How do we want to approach it? I don't want to do a repeat of the last gorilla encounter that we had. How can we go about this a little bit smarter? Um, should we climb a tree? And you can levitate one from a tree.
Yes, they
Can
could do.
gorillas climb trees?
I'm sure they could, but
Yes.
we stand far enough away. We'll just have to be out of eyesight from them. No?
Yeah, but they might go out hunting for us, or like they might. I just want to make sure that we can't be seen by them. Um, how you said that this river was pretty shallow throughout the entire course of it, right? Like you could wade through
Yes, this
this
river
river.
is. Yeah.
There's no deeper spots in
There
it.
might be a deep section here or there, but otherwise it's, you know, it's between waist and you'd be about waist high.
Okay. Um, should I set up a? Should
You guys would
me
also
and
be
you,
approaching from the bottom here.
Sure.
Oh,
right? Should we set up a trap, a snare for a gorilla?
We
I don't know if
could,
we.
but well, thing is, they are simple creatures. They see someone very far away. One of them starts floating. They're not gonna, understand that there's magic afoot and that I am causing it.
I don't really want to rely on the stupidity of these creatures. Um,
Oh.
I simply don't see how it's possible that they would assume we had anything to do with it. They would think it was an act of the gods if they even have a concept of gods.
maybe, but they. I remember when I was when another gorilla came up to me. Uh, it started to attack me once the other gorilla that you lifted up into the air
Mm,
started screaming. Um,
I suppose, but if it's with its peers, then if it's not, I think the problem there was that it saw us to begin with and that they got aggressive.
yeah.
They don't
So
see us.
how do we hide from these gorillas reliably?
Like you said, we could be in a tree or on a cliff.
Okay.
My spell works from quite the range.
Okay. Um, let's find a solid, sturdy tree we can post up in,
Yeah.
and and yeah, be pretty like relatively hidden from any gorillas. And then I would probably want to do this along what looks to be a fairly well-traveled gorilla game trail, if we can find anything like that.
Um, yeah, I think we can use the same battle map. Are you guys on it?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think we can. You guys can be set up there. You see them across on the other side of the river this time.
Okay.
Maybe the little gorillas are playing about in the water.
Sure. Um, and we're out of view from them.
Yeah, you can be out of view from them. I'm just having
Yeah,
you
this
on
is a
this.
bit too close to come for comfort. I'd want to be like 150 feet away.
I can add some height to this. Let me add some height to this. You guys can go below if you want, off screen.
Yeah. We want to
Yeah.
be as far away as we can actually see them
Yeah.
up a tree.
Let me just draw. Let's draw some river. Oop.
Yeah.
And we'll just say so all of this is river.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be that far away if you want.
Perfect. I cast, they're playing. I cast levitation on the one that's kind of youngish,
On the little one.
but not the baby ones, but the
How
young
far
adult
is the
one.
range on levitate?
180 feet,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it should be fine.
20 yards per level.
I think it passes.
My God, I cast another one. Jesus. Stop rolling so well on those goddamn saving
Actually,
throws.
wait. First of all, magic gets cast on it, and it starts to get spooked. Um,
Ooh, what?
every
Well, hold on
time,
a minute.
every time magic is cast on you, you feel magic being casted on you. Okay.
Yeah, but okay, but how do you feel that? Like, sometimes when I'm in a room and it's cold, I get a shiver. That doesn't mean I think someone is casting a cold spell on me. Like,
Sure, but no,
what's the
but mental
sensation?
for you to be able to resist something, you have to know it's there, because you can choose not to resist something. So every time you're being casted on, you have the option to choose to resist. So
I'd see
every
it
single time.
as more of the whole like potentially resisting a spell, the way I envision it is,
I mean, it's kind of like,
the
yeah, like
default.
tensing up. Like you feel something, you
Yeah,
tense up a bit.
it's a natural reflex to try to like shield yourself or
Yeah,
steel yourself against the magic or something like that.
but this is like,
And
it might not be getting mad at you, but it's getting like this ape is getting like more just riled up, just like something's happening. And then you hear
yeah, sure, sure. Because
you
it's not
hear
aware of my existence.
the
Doesn't
big
get a
one kind of
direction.
like turns a little bit. The other one, the other kids start going.
Yeah, hey, what's wrong?
It's kind of like
Oh,
doing that.
buddy, nothing yet, but soon enough, I cast
They're
another one.
they're moving around. Yeah, okay, for sure. These are like the best apes you've ever seen, because haven't they already passed like two other saves or something?
No, it's the Rams that passed two saves, and I got so
No,
angry.
didn't I know the Rams did, but didn't apes also pass like a save?
Mhm. I think I floated two of them. It was just that one of them was too heavy.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Okay,
Oh, thank fuck.
this one.
Okay, he starts rising up.
This is the mom. Yeah, it starts rising up. You're gonna leave all of these baby gorillas momless. Okay, I just want to
Wait,
recognize what you're doing.
I didn't think I was. I thought that was the mom. This was like a
That's
older
the
kid.
dad. That's the silverback. That's the big guy.
Why is he so much bigger than? Aren't they like roughly the same size?
No,
Males and
silver, like the big ones are usually like twice as big as the mom.
Uh,
They're big.
oh damn, that's quite a big
There's a big size
quite a
difference.
big size difference.
Yeah. The mom should be a little
Yeah,
bit
it's
bigger than the babies, but some of these are more adolescent. But yeah, this guy's
that's fair. That's fair.
this guy's
I
pretty
did
big.
not realize it was such a big distinction. Jesus.
Yes, there's a big. That's why I differentiate him as the silverback because he's the big boy.
Wait, him? I thought silverback was a type of gorilla.
It is, but usually you call like the big one the. Well, I think maybe I'm like
I don't
remembering
know.
this wrong. I just remember colloquially, the big
I thought
one
that
being
was a
called.
species of gorilla.
It is. It is a
Like a
species, but it's
okay.
yeah. It's kind of like yeah. Anyways, he's
The
the alpha
patriarch.
male. Yeah, the patriarch, the alpha male of the group.
Oh, man.
The alpha. Well, literally, it is like yeah. Okay. Anyways,
This is true.
okay. This regardless, Mama starts rising up, leaving her babies to
Yeah, goodbye, kids. Theomore doesn't care. They're filthy animals.
Heartless. You're actually the evil one. I take it. I take it back. In the prophecy,
We've always known this.
you're the evil one. Okay, this starts rising. Roll 1d8 for wind. Actually, sorry, it comes southward because the wind comes back down from the mountain a little bit. So
Yeah, we let her rise.
uh, these do they even look up? I mean, maybe they look up, they follow. Does this guy even
It's
really
gonna
rise?
rise up like pretty high up.
Yeah, it goes up pretty high before it gets taken by the wind. So it goes up and they're watching. So they probably don't. They're not really able to follow because it just goes too high up. Like your perspective of
Yeah.
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 But let's give them an intelligence check. I mean, they're pretty dumb, so they're probably not gonna fail. I was like, they have like 2 intelligence.
Well,
So
okay.
this mom's gonna fly up, and they're gonna be locked on it, just absolutely. I mean, this mom's obviously gonna die, but you might have to take on this bad boy, if you want to fight.
Well, sure, but like they pass an intelligence check. What does that mean? That they can anticipate that maybe they
They
know that
can
she's being,
track, they can follow, and like as this thing is rising, they will know where like it is
the
in the
wind will go.
sky. Like as it's
Yeah,
going, they will like do a very good job at tracking where where mom is.
that's fair, but that doesn't always mean that they're physically able to follow or that they always have like vision of where she is.
Well, even if they could climb, but it seems like they're, especially with the nat 20, it seems like they're doing a pretty good job. What is their I don't even think they're not like the dumbest animal either. So I think they do a pretty good job here, of following. So we can skip like how long does the spell last? 30 minutes, 15
30
minutes,
minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Off screen. I mean maybe just down this river. We can use this for now. Mama will die, fall down to her death.
Yeah.
I mean, what roll? Even 20d6 kills her automatically. So she dies.
Yeah.
These apes are probably going to be able to find it before you do. Especially because
Sure.
they can move better, and you don't want to get in their way, really. So,
This is true. Yeah,
they will
true.
be crying around mom.
Oh,
The
we could use
babies.
the cries of the children to actually follow and to find where she's landed.
This
So,
is actually very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
we just keep a ways away from the crying, but keep an idea of where they're at.
And you have a tracker, so you can easily
Look at that.
follow them. And we'll bring you up here above them. So, what do you guys
But
do?
we're waiting for them to fuck off.
They
Yeah.
grab mom
They can.
and they're holding her. And they're holding her and
Yeah.
they're crying.
Sure.
They're not leaving for a
Try
long
harder.
time.
Okay.
Okay. They can
They're
have
not
their
gonna
moment.
eat her, so
Yeah, they're not gonna
Or
eat her.
yeah.
we have time.
Um, you know, wait. I need like really sad music. Where's this? No, this is
You
not.
can't make me feel remorse for this. Theomore does not care. He will look over to Hal every once in a while and be like, well, he's not gonna say anything, but he's gonna look at him like, is he
These
not faced by this? Does
baby
he
and
not?
adolescent gorillas on its mom, who has just a distorted, broken body.
Yeah.
They're crying for their mom's warmth.
She had just eaten a little better. She would have weighed a little more, and I wouldn't have been able to pick her up.
Oh, that's true. We didn't roll for weight. The
It says they weigh around 150 here when I googled it. This
the
is Western lowland
giant egg
gorillas. So
had a little tantrum. Clearly, as you see, um, this tree fallen from him. Conveniently, you see branches broken, but he's sort of settled down at some point.
mm-hmm.
The day passes.
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
while we're waiting, Hal has his book out, and he casually asks, "Theomore, what's this
Mm-hmm.
word?"
Oh, exercise.
Ah, thank you.
Can you also
I
put
was
your mic
having
a little bit closer?
Meek or
Yeah, no.
that good.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Wait,
a
actually, that's
spelling I
too
haven't
close.
seen.
Wait. Sorry, can you
Well,
move
oh,
it? You just had it like,
how's that?
you moved it a little. That's better, that's better.
Okay.
okay.
I've been having it's a spelling that I've not seen very much of. Thank you.
Well, it's a book about exercises, so that's curious, but sure.
What's this word?
That word would be protrude.
Ah,
Mm,
right. Protrude.
mm.
Protrude. Okay.
As
Thank you.
in something that sticks out.
I know. Thank you.
Mm, of course.
Well, the day will pass, the night will pass.
Yeah.
We can go to the third. Eventually, in the morning, they're still there.
They'll go to sleep eventually.
They did sleep
What do you
during
mean
the
they're
day,
still there?
but in the morning,
They have to go eat food. They have to
I'm
move
just
at
letting you
some
know.
point.
In the morning, they're still there.
Oh my god. Are they still crying? Are they still being a bunch of crybabies?
A little bit. The children
Uh, okay.
Careful so I don't
Well,
float your mom's corpse again,
are.
okay?
Are you gonna wait longer, or are you gonna just go in?
No need
I
to
Father
do.
kill them.
kills
Yeah.
mother gorilla. Very sad moment. I'm adding that in my
Maybe,
notes.
maybe we should put the children out of their misery, uh, so that they're no longer so sad.
And have you be beaten to bloody pulp again?
Yeah, I kind of want to avoid being beaten by a gorilla again. Um, I don't
I
want
have
to
more
give you
combative
another
spells
chance
this
to.
day, but
Yeah, I think it's too much of a risk to face the dad, so we're gonna keep waiting. Um,
do you want me to
we're
float her again?
well, my concern is that we'll lose the mom if you float her again, um, and we won't be able to, find her body,
Mm.
and this whole thing will be for naught. They can't stay there forever. They have to move on eventually. I think
It's
we
true.
can wait him out.
Yep. Well,
So
during that day, they do eventually. The father leaves and the babies will follow suit eventually.
Thank God.
Because he needs to forage for food.
Good.
He'll
You know what
leave.
was best for his
Yeah,
children.
it was just in the morning. I just wanted to see how
Uh,
awful you guys are. This is truly the worst thing you've done so far.
They're animals. We eat them. We put them in
They're
cages. Who cares?
intelligent animals.
They're.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
I played.
Hey, look, Theomore doesn't care.
Yeah.
He will gladly kill humans if that's what it takes.
Okay.
Well,
Awesome.
he's different, okay?
You can get your body and put it on the cart. I'm assuming you
Score.
bringing your cart up still.
We do,
Go
we
back
do.
to the path. Find your cart. Okay.
Put her on the
try
cart.
magic.
Yeah. And we go back up again to find the ram.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do. You guys can go up and get your ram body.
Oh, that easy? Okay. Let's go. Head
Sorry.
back down.
Thanks.
No,
We
no,
can
no.
retcon it, or we can hand wave it. It's fine.
We are not hand waving this combat. I spent too much time getting this map. Although I have to move some of these
Okay.
things around.
Do you have all your
Well, we're not
spell
gonna fight
slots
all of
filled?
them. Yeah, this is the next day, so I have new spell
Okay, it's
slots.
the next. What is with my health? Why does it keep changing?
I'm sorry for trivializing these combat encounters, but if the animals are dumb, then they get lifted up and dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, these tokens are so cool.
Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see. Okay. So, you guys spend some more hours, go all the way up the mountain, past the bridge. We can skip over that. You've done cross this bridge.
Thank you.
And I got a nat 20 on it. Okay.
Well, that was a strength check. That wasn't the crossing check. That is true.
Okay,
Nobody
fair enough.
has. Oh, actually, we can either do a series of checks, or
I can use
Levitate.
one of my levitates.
Yeah.
I use one levitate to levitate Hal over.
Yeah, and we can skip over that, but costing the spell.
Sure.
Okay. Awesome. You can spend your levitate, and you guys can go to the ram on the 4th, I guess. Or sorry, on the 3rd. Oh wait, sorry, you killed the mother on the 3rd. Very sad. It's the 4th when you retrieve the body.
Yeah.
Retrieve the body. Okay, going to the rams. You see a bunch of rams.
Okay. They're just kind of moving around. They've not always been in this area, right?
This is an abstraction of whatever the mountain part is. Yeah.
Sure.
But they move
That's
around.
fine.
You find the area where...
Yeah.
This is the battle map for all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Just to make things a little more confusing for them, so that they don't have a reason to attack them, I'll just float like one of the ones up here.
Where?
Wait,
You know, on top there.
can we climb one of these trees?
Yeah, sure. We can climb one of the trees.
Climb a tree.
Okay.
Yeah, this one fails. Ah! Floats up.
Which one?
This one?
Oh, the wood floats. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I float it.
Okay.
It's up in the air now.
Yeah. We're much higher up. It's much windier up here because we're close to the peak. We're not like fully at the peak, but we're close. So it starts flying up. Starts getting carried away. As you see it lift.
Yeah. It drops down after 20 minutes this time. We're not crazy.
Yeah, you see it fly over, and it like goes over the cliffs. So you're gonna have to find it somewhere in the below.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. You don't know where it is. yeah, gets carried pretty far compared to the other ones because much higher up.
Um,
We go look for it. We have a tracker.
yeah, we do.
I
We
don't
head
know
off.
if a
That's actually good.
tracker can track air, but he can watch where it roughly lands.
You can
I
smell.
guess
Yeah.
let's give him his tracking check. Although this is gonna be at like a minus like 4 because tracking something in the air. This is more like I saw it land over there. Maybe.
And yeah,
You guys like can watch it. Okay, let's just give him a. Oh, but a reek comes in
yeah.
clutch. Um.
It falls from the heavens and lands into his arms.
Okay, Eric's getting XP for that one. Okay,
True.
you guys aren't getting XP for the Rams. He's gonna get the XP for the Ram. I'm just kidding. He's gonna maybe get something. Yeah, he's able to find this easily. He knows exactly where it landed. It's gonna be far away though. But you guys can make your way back. And I really wanted you guys to do this combat. That's fine.
We're not gonna get killed by a bunch of rams.
This is true.
We've gone down
I
like
mostly,
so many times.
yeah, I mostly feel bad for you, for you, Tyler, because this is kind of trivializing a lot of combat. But
Well, I mean, there's quest XP. That's what I'm banking on.
bro,
That's true. Yeah, actually, you are missing a lot of combat XP.
Yeah.
This is like, how many Rams are there? There's, I think I wrote this in like session 13. Let's see. Yeah, session 13. The Rams are, so there's 17 of them. They each give 45 XP. And their idea was they were going to charge every round and they deal double damage on every attack. And they're going to just try to push you off cliffs, and that was the combat, but...
I've gone down at the eagle, the apes, the frogs, and I don't know if I went down on anything else, but 4 times going down negative HP. I think I'm done with these animals.
Yeah, that's true. It's been a long like side quest here. So you guys can find this ram. We can sort of skip over a bunch of this stuff. You guys can get your card, get your ram, bring the ape and the ram back. We can pass the crying baby gorillas and very sad moment. And Eric, let me just write down him doing an amazing job. But yeah, awesome. And you guys can go back to town by the end of the day.
all right.
Awesome. Yeah, we go straight to Mutu. We got all the animals.
You did great.
I think I stride into the cave, chest held high. Mutu, we have finished. We have collected the rest of the animals.
Indeed,
Excellent.
indeed, we have.
He's kept the fire going.
Good, like the good little bear he is.
And you can throw in the ape body and also throw in the ram body. All of them will burn. And are you staying for the whole burning, or?
Yeah.
Yes. I want to see what happens.
Okay. Once the last body gets in, you'll notice some lights that begin to glow, which comes from the platform that it's on. You can sort of see it in between maybe cracks of the logs and the coals that are burning. And you can see a spell that is being cast as Mutu. He gets upon the fire and begins to sit in it. But he only says one thing. Or maybe two. He says, Thank you, you two, for completing the quest. It is not without reward. I am a being of my word. And
One
he
should
sort of
hope so.
behind his body in this cave, he pulls out a chest that he was sort of, blocking. And he says, "This is for you." And by the end of the minute, or during this minute as he's sitting atop the fire and you see the spell being cast, you see him.
Can I get spellcraft check to try to figure out what sort of spell this is?
Yeah, sure. I mean, probably at like a minus like 2,
Lot?
maybe 4, maybe 2.
Yeah, well,
Let's
I'm
just
not
say
gonna
2.
pass it anyways.
Yeah,
Fucking.
you're not gonna pass it anyways. No idea. But you see him disappear, and he's gone.
Sick. Good. Alright.
Like, does he fade out slowly? Does he vanish in a puff of smoke? What happens to him?
Yeah, he fades. You see, you see chains begin, magical chains, not like metal chains, begin to wrap around his body and get pulled into a different, like into a portal, essentially, into another dimensional space.
Oh, so like magic anchors come and like bind to him and drag him in.
Yeah, they grab him and pull him into a portal.
Okay.
Wow, we don't kink shame, so.
And he's gone. But he leaves behind a chest. And
Alright.
you can open this chest. And the
Sick.
fire will, it'll be a small fire. It smells awful in here. Where did I put this? Loth, you go Loth. Okay, so you see a bunch of these weird, you see there's a cloak. You see there is a there's kind of like a belt, wide belt that, yeah. You see some gloves. You see some boots.
Would you call it a girdle?
I would call it a girdle. That's why I was like, what does a girdle look like? You see a shield. You see, hide armor. Actually, sorry. Let me better describe this. Each item will be one that sort of corresponds to one of the animals that you killed.
Oh, cool.
You will see a little pair of like glass eagle eyes, or I think they might be glasses actually. They might be like lenses that go over. You see this cape, this cloak that is similar to bat wings. You see this belt that is made from bear like leather, and it has like bear claws and paws kind of like dangling on it. You see gloves of the big silverback, not obviously the same animal, but the same one that you just saw, but gloves that would fit a silverback gorilla. You see boots that are webbed. You see a shield that has like a ram horns on the outside of the shield. And then you also have this hide armor that is kind of gross or ugly looking, but it looks like the skin of a pig or of a boar.
Is that hairy?
A little bit. But not much. Not that hairy.
So The boots you said. Oh, they were webbed. Yeah, of course, like the frogs. Yeah, makes sense.
Yep, they're webbed like frogs. And so those are the four, or not four, the many items.
Yeah, wait, let me.
And you can
I did a
obviously
horrible job writing them down, meaning I did
distribute
not
them
write them down at
how
all.
you want them.
I got him.
Um, some of these aren't actually. Some of these are made by me. Some of them are not.
I looked at Theomore. Are any of these magical?
I would have a detect magic still left since yesterday because I never used it. So
Yeah.
I cast detect magic. But before I say it, I would assume all of them are. This this is extraordinary. I and I cast a spell.
Yep. All of them. Do they? So they're not. They're not identified. So you don't actually get what. Do you get? What do you get
No
from them?
idea.
You just get like the type of magic. I don't
Strength,
know what type of magic it is. If I mean, I can look through all these.
but the strength. But
Um, yeah. Sorry. The eyes of the eagle are they're crystals that fit over the eyes, so they're just like crystal things. So they're not really glasses.
mhm.
But yeah.
I pick up the two crystals.
Yeah, you can put them over your eyes. Um, you're in a cave. You don't really notice what they're doing, but you can walk outside of the cave.
I think we take this whole box back to Eric's
We do
place.
we do.
Yeah.
And we tell Eric to go get a bottle of. Don't tell anybody anything, but go get like some alcohol, lots of it.
I don't know if I can get lots of it for free.
Money? Wait, no, you guys don't care about money.
It's not. This is
uh,
a much more difficult task as we ration it amongst our community and save it for special occasions.
okay. Well, okay. Let's just go back to your cabin because we got some sorting to do.
Okay.
Mm.
Yep. You guys can go back to his cabin, small cabin, with only like 2 beds in it.
As I'm going out, what do I see in the light with these eyes on?
Yeah, you notice that when you're looking like farther distances, so not just like in front of you, that
Mm-hmm.
your eyesight is incredible. Um, uh,
Roughly the same as like looking through a spyglass.
sorry. Wait. Uh, yeah. So actually, when you put both of them on, you actually become like really nauseous. Actually, sorry, I take that
Oh,
back.
con check?
You need to like no, you just become incredibly nauseous, and you need to like sit down for a bit. You can rest outside of the cave as you put it down.
Sure.
What's
But
up? What's wrong, Theomore?
I I don't know. My do my eyes hurt? What's the
you feel really dizzy and just like you have vertigo.
everything is just spinning. It's like I'm been in the middle of a hurricane. I give me just give me a few minutes. I don't know what came over me.
Yeah, it'll take you probably like 20 minutes to like calm down.
Oh, jeez.
Is this good? Yeah, sure, good enough. But afterwards, you'll be fine. You can get up. You can put these away if you want. Or
Wait, what? Oh, I'd wait. No, I would have kept them on.
oh, you keep them on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was just gonna wait
your
until it got
dizziness
better.
doesn't get any better. You can't.
Okay, then I take them off.
As you have them.
Oh yeah, if it takes a while and it doesn't get better, then yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean you start throwing up at that point. When you keep them on for
No,
too
okay,
long.
well I wouldn't keep the. I have amazing con, mind you,
Okay, give me a
so I'll
con.
survive it.
Give me a con for throwing up. Let's see it.
Yeah, I would never throw up. Watch me roll really well now.
Yeah, you start just throwing up. At least you're getting
What
these
is going
rolls
on?
like out of the way.
What is
Yeah, but
happening?
we're like sort of close to session end anyway, so
We are.
it's not gonna matter. We're gonna reset the seed.
Yeah. Um, you start throwing up. They're like, Eric puts a hand over you. Whoa. Careful. You're. Let's just rest.
Let's head back. I
When we get, can we make it to the cabin?
Yeah. After like 30 an hour after
On the way there,
Theomore just gets
uh,
better.
yeah, I asked Theomore, are you able to determine the nature of these items, what they do magically?
not
I've heard
without
wizards are able to
not
do that.
without us testing them. It
Okay.
would require a long time with concentration and special valuable items before we'd be able to.
All right. Well, let's make it back to the cabin, and we'll play around with these things, I guess. Uh,
Yes.
Once we get back, I want to build a decent-sized fire outside, and I want to try on this the bear belt,
Yeah.
the bear leather girdle.
Okay.
I put that one on cautiously, I guess. And do I feel any different?
As you put it on, slowly, I guess maybe within a minute, you notice your muscles do start to become bigger.
Nice. It's a girdle of
Wow.
strength, baby.
You do not know how strong mechanically you are right now, but you can
I give
feel like your
I give
muscles
the
get pumped as you
oh
like
shit.
begin to fill out more of
Holy
your armor.
yes. Okay, I start laughing and I give Theomore a bear hug.
You deal 2d4 damage.
And then I give Eureka a bear hug. And I
Did
give
that do what I think it did?
So
I
you're not going to
feel
be
That
able
did
to
not help
know.
my
So what
dizziness.
we're going to do here is because strength. I'm going to look at this right now. What's your strength right now?
it's 16 right now.
Okay, so you're not going to know what strength it gives you until you definitely notice that you're stronger. But what we're going to do is I'm going to be adding on my own side the pluses to hit and like damage if there are any. And
Okay.
then over time, you can maybe figure this out yourself depending on like, I'm like, oh, you missed by 1 or something, but like, you're like, oh, but I thought I hit a 15 and they have 17 AC, so you're like, oh, so it must be at least a plus 2 here or something, something like that. So you can figure it out
Right.
on your own like that, or obviously cast like identify. So so I should make do I even have a Halifax? I think I do. Yes, I do. Okay, so I have
So
16
we
strength.
have the hide armor. We've got the cloak. We got the shoes. We got the glass crystal thingies. We got the belt slash girdle. Um, we got the paws or the gloves.
Um, I give the what was it? Ram shield. Oh, the ugly boar hide armor to Eric. I tell him you should
Oh,
try
you're
this
giving
on.
him armor. Okay.
Well, no, I'm not giving it. We're just telling him to try it on for now.
Yeah. Eric tries on the. Okay, wait. Let me put this over here.
Yeah.
He puts on the hide armor, of the boar. It's about 30 pounds, by the way. Okay, he has it on, and it's like this thick. It's a very actually it should be heavier than this. We're gonna say it's 40 pounds. It's this thick, piece of like, of skin, like the whole hide armor just seems like it just because of how thick it is. But it is a hide armor.
All right. I want to try the gloves on.
The gloves.
I know those are probably designed for Hal, but I want to put them on. I'm a melee
I
character
actually just
too.
designed these around the animals. A lot of these, not
Mm,
around. But to be fair, these probably favor melee characters. But that's also why I gave you the new spells. So you have like a second spell book
this is true
that doesn't.
that I'm also a melee character. Don't forget that.
Yeah, you can. Either of you can totally use any of these. But this was definitely Hal got the payoff, but you got like the prepay. So
It's true.
okay,
You
you
got the
can put
sign-on
them.
bonus.
You don't really notice anything at the moment. I mean, you put on the gloves, and
Um,
your hands are
yeah.
like. I mean, you notice your hands. Maybe your hands are bigger. I guess I don't know. You don't really notice.
I punch the air. Do I feel more powerful when punching the air?
Give me an intelligence check, maybe.
No, I'm gonna fail it again.
Yeah,
God
just give it
damn
to
it.
me. Or no, sorry. Okay, fine. That's fine. I was gonna say actually it would be better for a strength check, but
I would have passed anyways.
yeah, it's fine.
Remove the strength check.
Yeah, you don't notice your punches any stronger, at least. I mean, it's hard to tell if you're just punching the air as well. So
Or maybe I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go to Hal and I'm gonna try to like grip on him, like hold on to his arm and like lift him.
yeah, he's pretty heavy to pick up, so you don't notice much of a difference. Although I don't know if you've tried to pick him up yet, so ever.
It's true.
What are you
Damn it.
doing?
What if they make you hold on to things good? I don't know. I'm
Uh,
just
well,
trying it out.
what are gorillas good at? Try climbing something.
Oh. I look at the cabin and I try to climb it.
Hmm. So we don't really have like a climb. We don't have a good climbing like system for non-rogues. This is the weird thing. I guess give me like
That's the nice thing with the
give me a
2-point
dex
system.
or a strength check. We'll use that for climbing. But we'll have to consider how climbing rules are later.
I fail.
You fail. Yeah, I mean it's just hard to climb this thing. It's kind of awkward.
Hmm. Yeah, never mind. I
Uh, yeah,
I guess they
maybe.
can climb things.
I mean, at least the cabin. Trees are easier to climb, but
It's true.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, never mind.
Try beating your chest.
I'm not doing that. Here, you try him. You can beat your chest.
Well, wait. Okay, I put him on, and I beat my chest.
Yeah, you feel
Anything?
the inner ape come in you as you but but you don't feel like anything except maybe going ape mode.
I ask,
Going apeshit.
Eric, do you feel any different while wearing that?
The armor?
The armor, the boar hide armor.
He says, no. I don't think so. It's a bit heavy, but I feel pretty good.
Interesting.
I
I'm gonna
try
try and look.
I throw up my fists while wearing the gorilla gloves, and I say, "Here, I'm gonna take a couple jabs at you. Try to
Okay.
dodge. I'm gonna make an attack roll at him.
Yep.
Um, for hands, what is the bonus
Is
to
he
hit? Is it just
trying? I don't think his dex is good enough for AC.
No, he has
It's not.
nothing
It's
above
not.
15, I don't think. It's
Yeah,
just
no.
a normal attack roll.
Yeah, just give him a normal attack roll.
I can't remember. Is that a +1?
Plus 2,
16.
because
Plus
you're
2
at
with
level 3.
okay, +2. Just a jab at his chest is what I'm aiming for. Oh, that was terrible.
What is your name, Halifax?
You critical.
Yeah, you punch him, your fist just goes like right into the armor. That kind of like absorbs the shock.
That feel that at all?
No, are you punching hard enough? Now we're not.
Here.
What? Wait. No. So we're not. You can keep punching him, but we're not gonna like roll like a billion times for you to figure out. Like this is something you figure out in combat, not like rolling a billion
Okay.
times for each punch. But you know, I'll give you it on like this first one.
All right.
I'm not gonna.
Um.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can keep punching
well,
him.
I
Yeah, you can like. Do you feel this one? He's like, oh yeah,
yeah.
that one was a little hard.
Okay.
But
nothing happens. Nothing. He doesn't feel any different.
no.
Hmm. Do I
That
feel like I'm punching better? Do I feel like I am hitting pretty hard comparatively?
Yes. You seem to be like weighing in on him, but you know he's absorbing these pretty well, especially because you're just like punching and you know
Oh wait.
you're kind of like
Okay.
boxing
I
him.
take off the gorilla gloves, and then I punch him a little bit after that. Does it feel like I've eased up on him? Like I'm going easy on him now without the gloves on?
I mean your hands are gonna hurt a little bit more, but otherwise, same amount of power he's feeling. Like he gives back. Oh no, actually, I think the gloves are better. The
Okay.
gloves are nicer on me. It's like using, it's like punching somebody with boxing gloves versus with like just fists.
Yeah.
You're like, no, actually, I prefer the boxing gloves.
I pick up the ram horn shield.
Oh yeah.
don't charge me with that thing.
Oh, do you think it's for charging?
100%.
Oh shit. What can I charge? Okay.
Tree?
Well, I'll have to. I don't want to charge into a tree. I don't want to knock myself over.
Hmm.
I'll
I
keep it in mind. There's no hay bales around here, are there?
No, he's not a farmer.
Okay.
hmm.
I
I pick up the
will.
cloak. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just gonna set my old shield down, and I'll just keep a hold of this ramhorn shield.
Yeah. I pick up the cloak and I put it on. Is it roughly the same size as the cape I already have? Just
Uh,
not like
yeah, it's
long.
a cloak. I mean, it covers your body.
Oh, it goes like all the way down. It's a
Almost. I
big,
mean,
big cloak.
yeah, it's a fairly big cloak.
Okay.
Uh,
I think really hard about turning into a bat.
You think really hard about turning into a bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just open up the DMG for a second.
I mean,
Because this is
first
one.
question is obviously, do I feel anything different happen to me right now?
Yeah. Miscellaneous? Is it under miscellaneous?
So cloak of protection would be so good. Love me some AC.
So you're just standing there. Where are you
Nope.
guys?
Outside the hut.
Yeah, so you put it on. You don't feel any different. And you think about. Wait. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you think about turning into a bat, and you start to transform into a bat. We'll say this takes about a round to do, so we're gonna
Sure.
say, um, all possessions worn or carried will be part of the transformation, and you can fly.
Oh my god.
Hell yes.
This blows my mind.
Oh, sorry, but as you turn into a bat, you kind of like fall to the ground.
Wait, can
I
you not
try to
fly?
fly.
Yeah, you're not able to fly. You just like you're a little bat, and you just start like moving around.
I'm a useless fucking.
Wait, why can't he fly? Um,
Oh,
Well,
I
we're
haven't received flying lessons.
just as a reminder, we are still like now. This might give it away a little bit, but I kind of have to set the scene just because to make it.
It's in the middle of the day.
Yeah, we're not at night. I think we're actually at dusk right now. Are we? Aren't we? Because you guys just came back after doing your thing, and then you did the ceremony. I said this was close to night, but not quite. And so we're close to dusk at the moment. So maybe if you wait a little bit longer, you can. Who knows? But that's kind of giving it away a
Right.
little bit.
okay. Um, I put on the webbed boots
Yeah.
and I jump. I want to see how far I can jump.
Yeah, this is one of those weird things where this is definitely meant for jumping. Um, yeah, but I guess you can control it. So yeah, you can jump. Now, actually, wait. This is a. Oh, I need to reconsider this.
You take falling damage.
No, you won't take falling damage. I just
Yeah, but to clarify, I'm trying to jump as distance-wise, not vertically.
Yeah, you jump. You can jump far forward, about 30 feet.
All right.
I would transform back once I realize I can't fly.
Yeah, you can.
And I try to
transform
for a little bit.
back. Yeah, so you can jump, 30 feet forward.
Holy shit. Okay. For jumping, uh, one transforms you into a bat. Theomore, why couldn't you fly? You had wings.
I don't know. But I was a bat. No?
Yeah, you were a bat.
I couldn't tell you. I mean, I guess I've never tried to fly. I mean,
Maybe you have to learn how to fly as a bat.
guess that would make sense. Hmm.
I'm sure with practice you can
Perhaps
get it.
I look around, noticing the distinct lack of bats. Perhaps can bats only fly at night? Would I know this? Could bats have I ever seen a bat fly during the day?
No, but bats are nocturnal creatures, so they sleep during the day. So
Maybe bats can only fly during the night.
Hmm. All right. Well, I'm sure the rest of the equipment will eventually reveal what its purpose is.
This is
Oh,
true.
I want to try on the glasses of nausea.
they're
I
not
want to try
glasses. They're a pair of crystals,
the crystals.
but shaped in
Yeah.
this eyes.
Yeah, so I put the crystals over my. Wait, before I do it, I wanna get to a position where I can see far off into a distance, so I can see like I want to look up at a mountain and stay staring at a mountain, and then put the crystals over my eyes while staring at the mountain.
Yeah, you get this similar like dizziness, and you seem to be getting like vertigo when you put these on.
Okay. Yeah, I take
And
them
you'll
off.
take some time to recover. You'll take probably a
Holy
similar
cow,
like 10,
Theodore, you weren't
15
kidding
minutes
about
to
those
recover
things.
from these. At least like fully recover. The worst of it is gonna happen in the first minute where you're just like, you're incredibly dizzy. You can't even like move on for like the first minute, but afterwards you're just like kind of recovering from that sickness. Um,
Oh. What do you
and
think the point of these things are, Theodore? To make you sick? Are they weapons?
I doubt it. Maybe it's. Hmm. Maybe we're not equipped to have the eyes of eagles. Maybe just like the bat thing takes some time getting used to.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me try putting them on again. And I want to have like a thin, like a piece of cloth or something like that, like from my garbs that is like thin enough to sort of see through,
I don't think
but
you
not
have.
fully.
I don't think you have anything that thin. That would require like
Um,
That would require like silk, you know, like incredibly fine like work.
of course.
Yeah, so you don't. I don't think you have that.
Okay. I I put them on while having my eyes closed.
Okay.
I feel fine.
Yeah.
I then put them on and I like put a hand in front of my eyes and just like so I can just see my hand. And I open my eyes. Am I fine?
Yeah, you're fine so far.
Okay. So far, so good. I close my eyes. I take my hand off. I look straight up at the sky. Not seeing any trees or anything else. Like no other detail.
Um. This is a good edge case. Yeah, you're fine. Well, actually, let's roll for clouds. Um, it is at night. Let's roll for clouds. Clouds are common. We're just gonna say over is clouds for 10. No clouds. It's a bright clear sky right now. Yeah, you're fine.
I can. I'm not nauseous.
You move your head a little bit. You can get a little bit like just like the little bit that you move your head just in general. You get a little
Hmm.
bit dizzy, but not anything terrible.
If I stay like that for a little bit, does it slowly get better?
No, you're starting to get like a small headache.
God damn it. I take one of them off
Mm-hmm.
and keep the other one on. How does it feel then? It's the same, but just for one eye.
You take it off. Um, Immediately. No, you don't notice a difference.
And I try looking slowly down towards like the treetops.
Yeah, you start looking over at the treetops, and you can see them in much clearer detail. You can see probably like birds in the trees, and you can see like mice, maybe or not mice, but like a squirrel like running up from
Huh.
you know hundreds of meters away.
Would you look at that?
You still have
I
that bit of a
think,
headache though, that you were
yeah,
accumulating, but
I think both eyes are too much to handle. One eye at a time? Yeah,
uh,
I can see them.
yeah, you did it
Everything
with
is so much clearer.
yeah.
I
Here,
say
try, and I give the other one.
yeah, I take one of them and I look at the mountain peak closest to us.
Yeah. Well, you can't really see the peak from here because it's not like that steep. I know there were cliffs at the end, but it's so far that you can't really see the peak from this
I guess
level.
the closest mountain peak I can see.
Well, you just see the mountain. That's all I'm saying. Like the one that you walked up. But remember, it's like very gradual, so you're actually like seeing trees before you're seeing any kind of peak. So, but you can look at it,
Oh, so I
and
can't. Okay.
yeah, you can see the trees, and you notice that your vision seems about, ballpark 20 times better than it is now.
Right.
For the both of you.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is fascinating.
Sorry,
What?
I take that back. About 100 times greater.
Wow. Okay. That's got.
Jesus.
That's. Is that better than a spyglass?
I think so.
Probably a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. Um.
And honestly, if you're a rogue with read lips, you could see conversations from very far away.
Damn.
In theory.
Bro.
In theory. No rogues in
Well,
the
you don't have
party
to be a rogue.
to do
You don't have to be a rogue to read lips. That's not a thief skill. It's just a skill. It's
Oh,
not
right.
a
It's just a
thief.
proficiency. Sorry, my bad. I was watching Hardly Heroes.
Eavesdrop is,
Yeah. Well, you don't have any ear
and that's
thing.
not read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, make sure you keep track of where these things are. This
I
is
have the
something
cloak
like
on
in real
me.
life that I would lose like instantly.
Bro.
But I'm not gonna, be like that with you guys unless you actually do leave it behind. But it's like, oh, you have to check your pocket every 10 minutes in game. No, I'm kidding.
I'm. Yeah.
Any
I'm.
other testing?
Gonna equip some of this. I don't think so.
How
Is
did
Ari
the
keeping?
jumping go for you?
Oh,
I could jump 30 feet forward.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
try to.
You should try the armor on. I think
Well.
you'll be safer with that than with whatever you're wearing now.
Um. Maybe.
He doesn't
I
want
feel
to
like.
strip naked in front of us.
I
I
feel like I
hear.
need to. I think Eric deserves some of this stuff. I whispered into your ear quietly.
it's up to you.
Without him hearing. Um.
I can see the point. Sure.
Are you giving to him as a gift?
No,
He
we
brings
have.
you. You guys are fiddling around with your items. He takes off the armor. And he says, "I'll, I'll go get some food ready for us. Some dinner ready."
Wait. Should we deliver the news to the town of us completing the quest? Should we return as the uh, heroes of the town, Theomore?
Sorry, someone yelled at me in the background. Could you repeat that?
Oh, no problem. Should we return to the town as heroes, having and inform them that we've completed this quest?
Some morning.
Okay,
It's
very well. But think of the feast, there, Theomore. Think of the
That's
feast that
well.
they
They
will
might not be
throw
ready
for
for a
us.
feast, but yeah. That's
Think of the
something.
shouldn't we
party.
give them plenty of time to prepare the feast?
Yeah, I suppose so. All right, fair enough. In the morning, we will return victorious,
Two
having
questions
completed
or
the process.
one big question. How are you guys doing for time? Just because I mean this whole like feast. I'm not saying it can take that long. I'm just saying, do we want to cut it
Yeah.
off now, or do we want to cut it off in like 30 minutes or an hour or something? Like how are you guys doing?
I kind of have to dip pretty soon, so
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I was like tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. We'll
sounds good.
solve all that stuff in getting home and all that stuff tomorrow. Is there anything you want to try out right now, or should we?
And that
You guys. Oh yeah, I guess night falls. You can turn into a bat. Let me just check if there's any
fly around,
limitation on that.
maybe.
You can take. You can transform into a bat, and you can fly around.
Nice.
Oh,
Fuck yeah. Oh, that's sick.
and it doesn't. I wonder if it has a number of times per day you can transform, or if it's unlimited.
I
Because you've done it
wonder.
twice now. That's pretty
That's
sick.
true. Maybe it's like once per night, then it didn't count because it was during the day. Or, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, you don't know. You're gonna have to test some of these things a little bit more.
Mm.
Some of these, like I said, are in the DMG, so please don't look them up. Although you already have like a decent idea of what they do, but not everything is in the DMG. Some things I've also changed myself. Awesome. I guess let's do some XP.
Oh yeah.
What's his face is definitely
Also-
leveling up, so we're gonna do. Okay, what did we do?
Good boy.
Let's just go through combat and stuff. We get one ram, uh, and one gorilla.
And gorilla.
So each of you guys. Okay, wait. Let me. Eric. I'm gonna note this down for him. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. So for the ram, I believe the ram was 15 XP each. But it's also a one-hit die creature, which means that the paladin and the ranger get you get 30 XP, he gets 20 for hit die.
Mm.
The gorilla. Where's the gorilla here? Monster manual. The gorilla. Yeah, I mean, this is not much. This is negligible, but if you still want it, I can give it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. The
It's
gorilla
not less than
was
It's gonna be
175, so divided by 3,
yeah.
let's just round to let's just round to 60. So plus 60.
Yeah. It's better than the ram.
And the gorilla, I believe. How many hit die did I actually give it? That's the question. Oh, yeah, I think it did. It's 4 hit die, so 4 times 3 times 10, 120 XP. For the fighters, and this is 80 for Eric here. After that, we have. I think that was really the only combat. We have quest XP. I was just gonna do like a flat. I didn't have this beforehand. It's a hefty chunk. I was just gonna give like a flat 2,000.
We'll take it.
And you know what? Let's just say that encompasses like everything. Let's just keep that. Oh, actually, well, and then plus the wizard stuff. Let's just do plus 2,000 each. And then let's do the what's your face? The wizard spells.
Wizard.
We're not gonna worry about
So-
the roleplay and stuff for this. Just this one. But
Yeah.
we'll
Sure.
just throw that into the other stuff.
Getting back across with the eagle carcass, I used 2 levitates. Use another levitate to mess with the gorilla, and a third one to mess, or sorry, a fourth one to mess with the ram. Technically used another one to get back over the bridge, but we don't need to count that.
Don't count that.
And
Yeah, those are
one read
fine.
magic, one detect magic.
Yeah, that's all fine. I'm fine with giving you all.
So 10 total.
Sounds good.
Yay,
So
500
I'm
XP.
guessing we're leveling.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, let me just look at player character classes. Warrior, Ranger.
10,672.
Okay, so he has. So does everyone level?
Yes.
Yep.
What is all right. Do people want to do their HPs?
Yes. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Do I roll a d10
You do.
plus 5?
Eric's not gonna get full XP for the quest because he technically didn't do all of it.
Okay.
But he's gonna get some XP for this. He's definitely gonna level. So,
This has got to be a good roll.
This has to be a good
do it.
roll. Yeah, I
We can
believe in
do
you. Oh yeah.
Oh yes!
That's a big one. Oh my goodness.
Damn. Well, guess I'm not getting as much HP as you.
Oh,
I'm on D6 plus 1. I'm doing pretty good though.
holy cow!
Can
I'm
you
at
guys
22.
Really good HP
can you
rolls.
pull up Eric's what's it called?
Yeah.
His character sheet and just say that his new total is 5425 and he's level 3 now
5425
for his XP.
HP. Oh,
XP.
I see. Yeah.
And if you would like, oh wow, you guys are rolling well for help. If someone wants to roll a D10 for him,
Yeah, absolutely.
not bad.
That's pretty good.
If you want to add that to his health, so he should be at
Mm-hmm.
13 health now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you might just ditch him anyways, but so it might not matter. But I'm just putting that down. He's a level 3 now.
Yeah.
He's and he is level
Let's
3.
see.
And sorry, we have 13 HP now.
Oh my god, I get a +1 to hit, finally.
So
Nice.
how's at level 4? Do you get anything at level 4?
He gets a non-weapon proficiency.
A steed
Oh,
automatically
fuck.
have a horse find me. A unicorn run out of the forest, greets me,
Okay, let's see
nuzzles
this.
me.
Whoa, wait.
Oh, you might need to quest for it. I think it says, but...
Paladin may call for his warhorse upon reaching level 4, or any time
Oh,
thereafter.
Or
I didn't know
any
it had
time
to specific...
thereafter. This faithful seed need not be a horse. It may be whatever sort is appropriate as decided. Okay, as decided. So I'm gonna. It's not just gonna be a random horse. Okay. It's a very special bonded by fate to the. So, the bonded by fate thing. Oh, you're also a faith paladin. This is gonna be its own quest, maybe. The paladin does not really call the animal, nor does the horse instantly appear in front of him. Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
in some
yeah.
memorable way, most frequently by a specific quest. So we'll do that. We'll find you a horse. It'll just be a giant fairy. No.
It could also.
I'm kidding.
It could also be a dragon or a wyvern. It doesn't have to be a horse.
Well, we have a new dragon, yeah.
Or, the giant eagle.
Or the giant eagle.
I don't know if I want to
wait. What
4
day is
years
it?
for it, though.
It's the 4th right now, turning into the 5th, yeah?
Yeah.
Finished quest. 5th. Start of next session. Okay.
Where do you see weapon proficiencies? How many you get? And purple worm.
Warrior melee. Okay, so you only get 1 round until level 6. So at level 7 you get 2. But specialization is different, but you can't be specialized as a paladin.
Wait, was he talking about that or proficiencies?
Oh, proficiencies?
Yeah.
You
And
get
stuff
1
like
every
expertise.
3 levels.
Okay.
Proficiency slots. Let's see.
Would I be able to invest a proficiency slot into improving my abilities with one type of weapon, or is it just 1 proficiency slot per weapon? Or
yeah, okay, wait, let me. Weapon proficiencies. So specialist. This is specialization. Where is mastery located? Is that somewhere else?
That's combat and tactics.
Okay, let's look at combat and tactics. Weapon mastery. Not expertise. What that is available to non-fighters. single class weapon expertise can be learned by paladins, rangers, and multi-class fighters. So that's expertise. There's no reason a single class fighter couldn't learn expertise instead of it, but expertise is just as expensive as specialization and isn't as good. Weapon expertise allows a character to gain extra attacks, just like that. At first level, an expert with the longsword. Weapon expertise allows the use of any unusual weapon. So wait, what is it? Okay, so an expertise gives your extra half attack.
Say that again. I'm not understanding.
You get your specialization gives like a plus to attack or something, maybe plus to damage. I kind of forget. It also sort of depends. But it also gives an extra half attack. So rather than every attack per round, you get one attack you get 2 attacks on one round and 1 attack on the other round. Expertise would give you that extra half attack. So you would have to alternate between 1 and 2, 1 and 2.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, until level 6.
And then
you get 2.
Mastery.
That you need to have specialization for. I think that's only single class fighter.
Is it?
Unfortunately.
Weapon masteries. Only single class fighter. Yeah. So we're gonna say. So here's the thing. Sir. You have been fighting with a sword, but you're actually, and this is what I kind of want to go back to. You're a paladin, and similar to cleric, you're a paladin of Fena, which means you kind of have to use the weapon. I want to more, what's it called? Limit you, like restrict you to like the class identity, which is you should probably be using a Morningstar as your weapon.
I took a proficiency when I built the character initially with a longsword, and the only reason I switched to it was just temporarily for fighting large creatures, I think.
Yeah.
But I was planning on going back to the Morningstar.
You can also you can if you get like enough money, you can maybe also custom make like a 2-handed like Morningstar, like a large hammer with like spikes on it. That can be down the line, but if we can, I feel like I want to at least also reserve your expertise if you want to put it, reserving it for the Morningstar or any like Fena weapons.
For sure. No, absolutely. That's what I was planning on using it for. So I would be able to. I can't get mastery, but I can get expertise, right?
You can get expertise, which pretty much just gives you that extra half attack. So and then also once you hit level 6, like those are gonna stack. So
I'll keep scaling.
Instead of being only half, you're gonna be at 2 attacks per round, basically. Once you hit level 6.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can get your expertise, I think. Although this will require some training to do. So this is good. This one's actually gonna require the downtime to get it, especially because you haven't been using it lately. So you're gonna need some training before you get this. Which is going to take, I would say, probably a month of training, of like downtime. Or maybe you can speed up the you might also need somebody to spar with, like someone who can actually handle sparring with you, which might be a Reek. You might need him still, because there aren't many other
We're
levels.
taking him with us
because he's a level 3 ranger, so he actually might be one of like the stronger people that you can spar with. Remember, all your crew back in Rhineland, if we still remember that place, they're all like level 1. So maybe they're level 2 by now, but who knows?
Yeah. Also want to highlight how easy it's going to be to infiltrate that base now that I can fly. And you can jump high.
Yes.
That's true.
We'll just do it like an aerial assault.
I've had this base made for like 3 months now. So maybe we can finally use that map.
Oh my god. We are going in SEAL Team 6.
We are.
Yep.
Yeah. I kind of get a dip.
I think we're good. Just yeah, if you guys want to let me know what did you get non-weapon proficiencies yet?
I don't get any. None of us do, actually. I looked it up.
Okay.
We get them every 3 levels, so we both got him last level.
Okay. So make sure how that your like to hit is updated, so you get an extra +1 for your level. So as a level 4, you should have a +3 to hit. Yeah.
And I have a +1 to hit, finally.
And maybe your
Melee
saves
wizard.
as well, but yeah.
Oh, fuck, yeah, maybe get saves. He doesn't, but I might. I'll update that in the before next session.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you guys.
Great session. If you,
For sure.
I assume the goal is just to have this banquet thing and then leave, go back to Rhineland. Is that correct?
We're taking the whole damn village with us.
We are.
They promised to
We'll
come.
see how that goes. I mean, that was their promise, so likely to happen. I just want to make sure that's the plan.
Yeah.
And so I can
So at
roll
this
up
point,
what is happening next session. Actually, let me make that.
Peru. So at this point, we've spent so much time away from there that we kind of feel like we're better. Like, Theomore has obviously been very, very pro-Empire for a really long time, but with his like traumatic transformation, it's kind of like it's not that he's over it, but he's kind of above that in many senses. Like, if Sypha snaps at him, he might just kill her.
Oh shit.
That is actually so treasonous of a thing to even think about.
I'm thinking about it. Theomore isn't thinking about it.
Okay.
But he's kind of like she's a shitter. Or I'm thinking that. Like, she's not a powerful soldier worthy of the Empire. Like, I'm 1,000 times more capable than she is.
Mm-hmm.
And she has not been doing fuck all to try to like bring this town in. I'll have to do it myself. I'll have to kill the treasonous noble. I'll have to kill her. I'll have to kill anyone who stands in my way.
With an iron fist. Awesome.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Sounds amazing. I'm happy
That's
to
his
hear that.
mental state right now.
All right. Well, we will we'll see you guys next week, same time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. All right.
For
Yeah,
sure.
you too.
Thanks for today, man.
Yeah.
Been great.
Yeah.